Love that coffee. Let's go. The future of games. You don't own them anymore? Since when? And the PlayStation Blackout.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fermie's trading through the word skin. All recent gaming go, breaks and pay top bean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also tuning in to Evie the Crazy One. Wish y'all good for an awesome Monday chat. Sorry I wasn't here on Friday, but as you know, I had a couple visitors on Thursday night here, which was my bro and his nephew. So the thing is, he was here, and he had to. One of them had to sleep in this room, so I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do a show tomorrow. I'm just gonna let him sleep. And the kid woke up around 11 a.m. So yeah, I wasn't gonna be able to do it though. I just let him catch some sleep because he's just been busy all over the place. But yeah, other than that, Chad, I've been good. I had a nice weekend. Father's Day's weekend was over here. Had a blast with my father and everything. Good food, good lunch, good everything. And yeah, everything's good. Yeah, Apex. Yeah, I had a nephew here, so he was sleeping in the same room. So I just let him sleep though. I just let him sleep. So yeah, I couldn't kick him out though. So let's see. Malcolm Wax, good morning, my brother. How you doing? Apex NYC, good morning. Tim the Sorcerer, good morning. 127 Yankees says, hey, Apex Brunch getting any better? Just kidding. I already know the answer. Is the movie Warriors over there all over again, huh? Third person in Halo is legit, not just tack. Turns out it was originally third person. Really? For real, Apex, I haven't played it yet. All right. Yeah, I found the third person skull. It's like a new game. Wow. That's freaking cool. All right. Eric Bon Eric, good morning. Yubei, good morning. It's like something out of Katamari. Ah, I know that game. I hate that game. It's not my game though. It's like the little game that you have to press the drums like something like that. I forgot how it sounds though. Damn. Green Bush, what's up, man? Good morning. So, chat. We're gonna have a nice little conversation today about what happened over the weekend because on Thursday, Halo released. A lot of people had a lot of issues. Everybody was making fun of everybody. They're like, oh, Xbox is down. And they went out there talking about how Xbox is down. This is bad. This is awful. Halo shouldn't launch this way. And I'm like, listen, everyone makes mistakes. It's okay. Now, if they launch the game with these issues, I mean, they better fix it because I know Asha ain't fucking around with this shit. So they better fix it quick. Yeah. I mean, that's all we can say about it, right? I mean, nothing else because shit happens. We know that because it does almost all the time. But the thing that really happened and hit me was on Friday, though. On Friday, PlayStation Network was out for 8 hours straight. Holy shit. A lot of people out there were mad. A lot of people were furious. And a lot of people were like, what the hell? This is why you can't do the online thing. This is why you can't do this, do that. I mean, everyone was out there crying about this whole thing being down. You know, they don't want the physicals to go because this is a major problem if this continues on happening, that, you know, it can happen. Look, either way it's going to happen. Now, there is a way that I know, and this is my advice though, there is a way that I know of that you can play your games offline without any problems. There is a way to do it on PlayStation. I don't know how to do it. What you got to do is you got to YouTube it, find out, and hey, try to get it fixed. Or here's a better option, plan B, go outside. Go out to dinner, go eat some food, go watch a movie. You got Netflix, y'all don't have nothing else to do? Seriously? But I do get your point, though. I mean, you guys are right about fighting about the whole physical thing. Again, you know, you're right about that. But again, there's ways for you to put it offline. I mean, I haven't done it on PlayStation because I don't play on that thing. I play on my Xbox. But if my Xbox is down, though, I do something else. But okay. Let's get into it, Chad. Let's get into it. Let's read about it. So, right now, these past couple of days, I've noticed something. I'm really happy about this because, you know, lately, these guys out here who are writing these articles on Twitter have been on the dot about certain topics, right? They have been on the dot about certain topics, and just having, you know, just writing some stuff out there, which is getting a lot more interesting to read than the regular, you know, media sites that I'm looking at. But today's argument is this: the end of owning your games is coming, bro. You never owned them, but okay. You probably think that when you buy a game, it belongs to you. No, that is only half true. Okay, and it is about to become far less true. All right, today a physical disc still gives you something real for a game that runs offline. You can put the disc in and play it, even if your account is banned, and even if the store shuts down, even with no internet. But Sony's own rules treat the software itself as licensed. Not so, and starting in 2028, the company is removing the simplest safety net you have, the disc, for all new games. Oh, the safety net, huh? Ah, shit. Let's keep reading. This is not a rumor. It comes from Sony official announcement, from Sony's own terms, and from things that have already happened to real people. This article explains what is changing, why it matters, and what can go wrong, including what happens the moment servers go down. Like I said, go outside, watch a movie. Cook some food, go to bed if it's late at night. I'm just saying, though, I'm just saying. What Sony actually announced. On July 1, 2026, Sony posted an update on PlayStation blog and said that physical disc production for all new PlayStation games will be discontinued starting in January 2028. We know about this. After the date, new games will be sold only in digital form, either as download on the PlayStation Store or as the download code inside a box at a shop. Whoops. It is important to be precise about this because a lot of people online have exaggerated. Sony is stopping the manufacture of this for new games. It's not deleting the games you already own, and it's not breaking the discs you already have. Any game released on this before the cutoff will keep working in your console. Shops can still sell the physical stock that they have left. Sweet. Carpimon, good morning. Louis. You can't ask some ponies to go outside. They're like vampires. They burst into flames at the moment sunlight hits them. Ah, shit. Alexander Rars says, we want Sega, hashtag. Oh, you want Sega? Sweet. He says PlayStation 5 is the last Sony console I'll buy. Interesting. My power went out Saturday morning. I just went and mowed my lawn. You can't have a life outside of video games. That's what I mean, though. Go outside. Simple. But okay. So on the surface, this looks like a company following its customers. The problem is what disappears when the disc disappears. Wait, what? Is what disappears. Okay? When the disc disappears. And to understand that, you have to look at what you are really buying when you buy digital. The word buy does not mean that what you think. We know that. Here is the part that surprises most people. When you press the button that says buy in a digital store, you're not buying the game, you're buying a license, which is limited permission to access it. Same thing goes with physical. This is written plainly in Sony's own software usage terms. The terms state that content is licensed to you on a revocable basis, which means the assets you pay for can be pulled back. They can also state what words like own, purchase, or buy and sell do not mean that ownership is actually being transferred to you. Another section goes further and says that once your agreement, your account or license ends, you are expected to stop using the content and delete or destroy any copies. Read that again. In Sony's own words, buy does not mean own, and the access can be taken back. Same goes with physical. None of the unique to Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo Steam, and nearly every major digital store use the same kind of license model. Sony is not doing something to the rest of the industry avoids. It is simply the biggest example and turns that quiet part. Right? And it term says the quiet part out loud. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll take a look at it in a few minutes. All right, let's keep going, chat. So, with a physical disc, the matter far less. Even if the store deleted your account, the disc sat on your own shelf and still worked. It was a physical object you controlled. Once games are only digital, the backup is gone, and your access depends entirely on a company keeping its servers running and its license deals in place. No, I mean, you guys need to check out some. You got to be loud and clear with this one. Some discs do have the game in full. But if they have a code inside the disk and if the servers go down, all you have is a disk with the content inside. That's it. That's all you have, though. That is all. Lord, you look like the OG PS3. What do you mean I look like the OG PS3? You calling me ugly, though? Damn. Because the OG PS3 was ugly as hell, though. I mean, it was big, fat. Damn. This already happened to people. If it sounds like a distant word, it is not. There are already clear cases where people lost access to the things they paid for. The clearest is a racing game called The Crew, made by Ubisoft. It's always needed an internet connection to the company's server to work. In 2023, Ubisoft shut those servers down. Overnight, a full-price game that millions have bought became completely unplayable. There was no offline version to fall back on. The purchase simply stopped existing. Sony has done something similar with the video content. At the end of 2023, Sony removed more than 1,000 Discovery television shows from users' libraries, including titles people who had paid to own, such as Deadliest Catch and Mythbusters. Sony noticed that because of its licensing arrangement, users would no longer be able to watch content they had already purchased, and the content would be removed. On another occasion, Sony announced it would remove a batch of Studio Canal films that people had bought and only reversed course after public anger. There is also issue of store closures. Sony has been shutting down the older PlayStation storefronts for the PS3, PS Vita, and PSP. Report estimate removes access to purchase for more than 2,000 digital-only games, and some of those titles had a disc version at all, had never had a disc version at all. Which means that once they are gone from the store, there is no legal way left to get them. They are simply lost. There are not glitches. In each case, the company was acting within the license terms you agreed to. This is exactly the point. The system is designed so that the access can be withdrawn, and it already has been. Wow. PlayStation stealing your money. Shit. Oh man, this is why you gotta love Xbox, man. This is why you gotta love Xbox. This is why you gotta love Xbox. That's insane. If they can do this with software, I see them pivoting towards their console. Good morning, Safo. How you doing? Commander Strike, good morning. Can't imagine because Sega barely makes revenue from their games. Most revenue is from pachinko slot gambling. Same with Konami. Uh-oh. Ooh. 83% don't require a download or install for Sony. Chat, this just gets better and better. Let's keep reading. Now, the everyday. Hold on, let me grab something to check. I gotta put this thing in charge. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh, 1 second, chat, for me to continue on reading this. Alright, so it says here. Now think that everyday version of this problem, that one that hits millions of people at once, an outage. Nothing wrong with an outage, though. Like I said, go outside. In February 2025, the PlayStation Network went down for about 24 hours. Roughly a 3.9 million were locked out. Just that? 3.9 million out of the 92 million people were playing? Many of them could not play online games, could not download what they bought, and in some cases could not reach the games they needed to verify the license first. When network sleeps, a large part of your library sleeps with it. In the world with disc, an outage was an annoyance. Your internet or the store might be down, but you can still put a disc in and play by yourself. That sounded pause. But you could put a disc in and play by yourself. Right. In a digital-only world, an outage can be worse. You may be unable to download the games you bought, and any game that needs you to verify a license online can refuse to start with no disc to fall back on. In an outage, it's only the mildest versions of losing access. Consider the full list of what happens, all of which are real. The service can go down temporarily, as they did in 2025, and lock you out for hours or days. The company can permanently shut down its game service, as it happened with the Crew, and make it unplayable forever. The store can close, as is happening with the older PlayStation stores, and remove your ability to buy or eventually to re-download. Your account can be banned or suspended because your entire library is tied to that account. Losing that account can mean losing access to every game and film you ever bought on it all at once. The company can also lose a licensing deal, as it did with Discovery and Studio Canal content, and remove things you paid to own. The company can stop supporting old hardware, leaving purchases standard on the machine that can no longer reach the store. With the physical disc, most of these problems do not touch you. The disc keeps working, remove the disc, and every one of these becomes real risk you cannot control. Why this matters beyond gaming? Jesus Christ, how long is this thing? Seriously. I mean, even though I like the articles, but damn, it's long though. So let's read this and then move down to the other one. Ownership is not just being able to play. When you truly own something, you can't do things with a license it never allows. You can resell it. A disc can be sold or traded when you are finished with it. A license cannot be resold, which also means there's no cheaper secondhand market to keep prices down. The disc has a license too. You can't lend it or give it away. They can't have a friend or family member. Let me see. You can lend it or give it away. You can hand a disc to a friend or family member. A digital license locked to your account and cannot be passed on. You can keep it forever and it passed down. A disc can sit in a drawer for 20 years and still work, and it can be inherited. A digital library generally cannot be transferred when someone dies. It effectively disappears with the accounts. All you can do is yes. It's me, the Boy Lewis, with a $2 super. He says X Prasa has a new article on Flow Games, the end dude. Yes. I saw the Flow Games thing, but he's literally taking it on Flow Games, which I'm happy they are. But he's a guy from Brazil, though. I've never sat down and watched his content, though, but I'll check it out. Check it out. So the pushback already started. I'm just going to skip this because it's basically explaining, borrow this, get this. He's saying the same thing. This is not an ongoing challenge worth knowing. The United States, California passed a law signed by the government that targets exactly the confusion. It requires digital stores to clearly tell customers that a purchase is a license, not a full ownership. Under the law, stores can no longer freely use words like buy or purchase for digital media, unless that they make it clear the customer does not fully own the product. Breaking the rule can be treated as a false advertisement. The lawmaker behind it said it was directly in response to situations like the shutdown of the Crew and removal of purchased PlayStation content. What can you do? What can you actually do? Skipping that. You cannot force the giant company to keep making this, but you are not powerless either. There's a concrete steps that protect you. First, buy physical games while you still can. Okay, so fifth, right? Support the right to own what you pay for. Okay, that's the last part. Okay, good, because I was getting tired of reading all this, though. Wonder if Brap has read it yet. Oh, Brap? Oh, Lord. Don't get me started on that dude. Oh, Lord. That dude went back and forth with me the other day, chat. He went back and forth with me the other day. And listen, I kept on telling him something. You're going to see. Wait till we get there, though. I'll get the tweet so you guys can see, though. Second, before stores, you can keep to buy. Some platforms, mainly on PC, sell games without any kind of lock that can only disable them. And you can not only keep an installer where you have the choice. This is real ownership rather than revocable license. Third, download and back up what you own now. If a game or film in your library lets you download it, do it rather than assuming it will always be there to stream to re-download later. Stores close and license expire. Fourth, read what buy means before you click. Thanks to laws like California, stores are increasingly being forced to tell you when a purchase is only unlicensed. Take that seriously. It's telling you the truth about what you are getting. Fifth, support to the right to own what you pay for. The laws and movements described above exist because people push for them. They are the only reason companies are being made to be honest this at all. This shift to digital is being sold to you as pure convenience, and the convenience is real, but the receipt was always in the terms. When you buy a digital game, you are renting access to the company's terms, and starting in 2028 on PlayStation, the simple alternative is of owning a disc goes away for new games. The people who don't understand that, who act on it now, they are the ones who will still be able to play what they pay for, no matter what happens to the company's services, licensing deals, or its business. With the disc, you were buying something real. Once it's gone, you are only renting access. It is worth knowing that before the choice to own one is gone, you're ain't on one. So look, basically you went on here, wrote this article, complaining about what is only what is right and all this stuff. I get that. But look, since the dawn of time, chat, we know this because we talked about it here before. For the last couple of years, I think either way, though, so this has been happening since Super Nintendo. The content inside the cartridge, the content inside the CD, you don't own it. You buy it is because you're basically paying for a license and they're giving you permission to play these games. Now things have changed. Now we have online, right? And the problem with online is that now, even though you got the disc right in front of you, and some discs probably may have the full game. Some discs probably may not have the full game. You're going to have to download half of the game onto the disc. Or it just has a code in there to let you download the disc from a server. What happens, though, nowadays if the game decides to shut down? Kind of like what happened with The Crew. You cannot even put the disc in there and play the game because it just doesn't let you. That's how it is. It's finito, gone. Now, what can we do? And this is something that you guys need to start talking about. I keep on saying this again and again. Mita's not talking about it. There should be a fight against digital rights. You guys should be fighting about this and talking about it. Hey, we want to have an option to resell our digital content. We want to have an option to do this. Since we don't own them, at least we want to go ahead and pass down the license to someone else or sell it to someone else that they can purchase it and own it and play the game and let us, get some money back while you guys make some money. There should be something like that going on. And really, I read this article hoping that we're going to touch to that. But no, it was all about finding the whole problem that's going on. And I get it. Look, you guys can fight it. But we have a problem, though. The problem is that a lot of people around the world prefer now digital versus physical. They do. And then again, like I keep on saying, you have every right to fight about it. Go ahead and fight. I, on the other hand, I'm just buying digital, but that's a personal, a personal preference, right? I want to buy digital, cool. That's me choosing it. That does not mean I'm against physical 100%. If you guys want to get your physical stuff, go ahead and get it. But like I'm saying though, you have a long fight to go. And I really do hope you guys can win it because really, even though you can win it and PlayStation comes back, and fondles and does what it does, I hope you guys treat PlayStation the way you've been treating it these past couple of days. And not being this fanboy crazy as you guys are, because that's something that really irritates me, that once they go in and say, oh, it's okay, we won't do this right now. The thing is, they won't do this right now, but later on down the road, they will, though. And that's where you guys fall for their tricks and be like, oh, PlayStation, we love you. No. Stop with that I love you thing with PlayStation. Stop hugging it, stop kissing it, stop, doing what you guys have been doing out there in social media with them PS5. Stop putting up in front and taking pictures butt naked too. Weirdos. Shoot. So let's see. So when someone pays a hooker, it's only for the license. I don't know what kind of advice I should give you with that. Why so serious? But I don't know. Envision. Morning Lou, 100% the golden rule. What's the golden rule? Infinition. Rap doesn't see it because he doesn't agree. Oh, Lord. Don't get me started with that argument, man. I kept telling you, man, this guy went back and forth with me, and I decided, to... Let me go get that. What happened over here? So, let me go in. Let's see if I can get this over. I just got to go in here and find it. But, yeah. So, for the past couple of days, though, this all happened on Friday, right? So on Friday, right, Fonzarelli, good old Fonz. I know some people don't like him, but it's cool, no problem. Fonzarelli says Xbox tax. All games, are coming to PC as Microsoft tries to downplay the effects on its gameplay of cutting 2,200 jobs and 4 studios. What does that have to do with old games coming to PC? Y'all remember what I keep saying, that everything has to go out there and face the Xbox, though? Seriously? Y'all remember what I keep on saying this? Like everything, everything Xbox does comes back to the bad. And we've seen articles do this, Windows Central, a lot of the times, though. They do this a lot. Even though there's good news on Xbox, they go ahead and say, 3,200 jobs or something like that. Franz just noticed it. Kind of weird, though. So let's get into it. So let's go down the list. So, my bro Mike Muller says, it's already responsible for a publication like Eurogamer. You expect this level of garbage and those shockers. So I came in here and said, but Brappy didn't like this article of this person calling these sites out. And I started joking. So here comes Brappy. Oh, mad and furious against Crazy Louis says, I criticize the methodology and not the conclusion. Cherry-picked headlines are evidence of systematic bias. If the claim is a double standard, then it should be backed by a consistent comparison and not anecdotes. So I came in and said, do you challenge the media if it has a double standard, or do you find what they have been doing to be great? He says, I have no issue to criticize media. Never seen him do that, though, just in case. I mean, he could have done it, but never seen him, though, because, look, this deserves criticism right here. Because the whole problem came with this, though, chat. This is what happened, though. This article doesn't establish a double standard. At best, establishes the author can cherry-pick, and Joey's here, I'll get him in a second. Let me finish this argument right here. Can cherry-pick headlines and use anecdotes as evidence to push conspiracy. To prove systematic media bias, you need to compare equivalent Sony and Microsoft decisions during the comparable periods across the same publications and writers using a consistent method for measuring tone and coverage. This article has none of that. It selects individual headlines from different outlets, strips away the surrounding business context, and assumes every difference in the tone of evidence of favoritism. Again, we need better conversations around gaming. Really? We do, huh? I don't know where this guy has been, but I think he's living under a rock, though. But all right, let's keep it going. So, like I said, I have no issue criticizing media, credible evidence over double standard. Assume bias a handful of cherry-picked examples. Again, if the claim is systematic, it should be supported with a consistent methodology and not anecdotal evidence, and whatever he says there. So you're saying everything else has been good, great, and they don't have any double standards at all. I said, interesting. He says, that's a straw man. I never claimed the media is flawless. I said, cherry-pick headlines aren't enough to prove systemic double standard. If you want to make that case, use a consistent methodology instead of anecdotes. Maybe it's time for you to open your eyes to see what's happening out here. That's what I told him. Trust me, it's obvious. It's not how you demonstrate a systemic pattern. If a real phenomenon should be measurable, trust you. I said, Brad, no offense. You are sounding like one sided here, my friend. Trust me, in quotes, is the reference to you and being skeptical of weak evidence is it being one sided. Weak evidence, my ass, though. If someone made the same claim about PlayStation and Nintendo using the same methodology, I criticize it too. That's in the article. It had PlayStation, though, but okay. So I said, interesting. It says, if you disagree, tell me reasoning I'm wrong. Emoji reactions don't address your argument. So here I come. I said, the question is, why are you questioning this article for something that someone has been seeing out here for a while? And a lot of us see it too. And that is true. That you don't open your eyes, that's your thing. And this back and forth in the end, you have your opinion and if about it and you won't change it. I am questioning because the claims be backed by evidence and a consistent methodology, not seems like a lot of us see it. That is in proof of a double standard, but an assertion based on anecdotes. Again, the real pattern, the pattern is real. Show a consistent comparison of equivalent Xbox and PlayStation stores across the same outlets and the time periods that evidence telling me open your eyes is not, he says. And last question, this was my last question though. I said, who are you to be asking for evidence? True. Who the fuck are you, my friend? Like, why should he answer to you exactly? He wrote this article, brought in some great points, and that a lot of us see and talk about it, which is true. He can put all the evidence in whatever way, and you still won't accept it. Open your eyes, I say. And he says, if someone has systematic double standards, it's reasonable for us for consistent methodology, blah, blah. He says the same thing. And the last thing I said was, there you go. You just don't see it. Anyone can put the evidence, and no matter what you're not going to see, no matter what, you are not going to see it or accept it. It's cool. No problem. You be you. Have a great evening. Smiley, crazy face, because that's what he deserves. No other than that. So let me get Joey in here. But yeah, that was just back and forth with me, which at the end of the day, though, he didn't even prove his point because... what was his point, though? He had no points. He just wanted to argue what the article was saying, though. He's just being abused. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Joey, good morning. What's up, Joey? How you been? I know you're eating, Joey. You're eating some cereal right there. What you eating, man? We can't hear you, Joe. You're muted. Joey, you're muted.
Hello?
Okay, now we
Hello?
can hear you. Now we can hear what's up. What you eating, man?
I'm eating cereal. My bad.
Okay, then finish up eating. I'm just gonna keep on going
No,
though. Let me read.
I'm just listening.
You're just listening. So SNK Kev says, I don't feel like the fact that we're getting rid of physical media because how are we getting Japanese exclusive games from Japan? Now we have to pay used to play Asia and open up Japanese account to play. What do you mean by that? You lost me there, my friend. So Fonz wrote the headline to prove Xbox tax exists. He made a video about it, which it does exist. I mean, we talked about it many times. Many. Is there an Xbox outage right now? There was one, I think, this morning. But I think they're fixing it though. I was playing yesterday perfectly fine. I mean, to be honest though, you remember the problem I was telling you guys about that every time I logged in, it says resync. It quit doing that. Thank you. At least they fixed that thing. And I had a friend over the weekend that wrote to me and told me the same thing. I said, okay, you gotta wait for an update because my Xbox has been doing a weird thing these past couple of days. I don't know why. I think they gotta fix it with an update though.
Xbox was down this morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was this morning though. So, Brett Boy says, I show him the Jeff Keighley tweets about Arcane Austin closing. Said Xbox is closing it compared to him talking about Firewall Concord closing. No mention of PlayStation closing the studio. He's like that one-time thing. It has to be consistent. So, here's the thing though, Bro Boy, and this is something I see. What? What am I going to say?
Don't ask Brap to be consistent because he's consistently a piece of shit against Xbox. So.
Exactly.
Having a smart conversation with Brap is possible
Mm-hmm.
if you're talking about food maybe politics, day-to-day life. But once you put video games into it, no, that doesn't exist. So, no, he wears his bias on his sleeves, and he wants to pretend he doesn't. I'm sorry. You can't have that conversation with that guy.
You know what I also see about these guys out there on Twitter though. So what they do is when they see something trending, it has high numbers. They like to quote on it. They love to do that. It's weird they don't do it on too many sites though. But in this article though that this person posted, did you read that article, Joey? That was a pretty good article. Did you read about that one? The guy who wrote the article on Twitter.
About what?
Oh shoot, this article is pretty good though. Let me go get it.
At least tell me what it is.
Oh, it was talking about the double standards about
Oh no, I know what it is, but I wasn't.
yeah, the double standards about journalism. It says double standard in video game journalism, Sony versus Xbox. And you know what he did? He tackled IGN, GameSpot, Digital Foundry, Polygon, Kotaku, Eurogamer, and Jeff Keighley. In Brazil, he tackled Flow Games, and in Spanish, he tackled 3D Juegos. You know who 3D Juegos is, right?
He's missing Mary. He was missing Mary's station on that thing.
He's missing pretty much everything. I was waiting for him to tackle Windows Central too. Vando and Hobby Consolas. But yes, he literally.
My cousin uses a lot Mary Station.
Yeah.
I mean, just the name itself. And I don't remember the game what it was, but they reviewed the game and they said we're docking points out of this game because it's an Xbox game. The guy literally said it on his podcast, on the show's, on the website's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says this every week. It doesn't matter what Xbox does; he doesn't care. And that's a website that gets codes from Xbox.
Interesting.
Sometimes I feel like Xbox doesn't double check who asks for the codes.
They should. I think because I mean, if
And I'm
for
not saying
what
they shouldn't get the. I'm not saying they shouldn't get the codes because all opinions are valid. But sometimes you got to be all right. I know which site is going to give it a bad score just because. Even though the game could be good, they're going to give it a bad score. Those should not get a score. Like if your website is called "I love PlayStation," that website should not get a code. If your website is
Exactly.
called "I love Xbox," that website should not be a code because that's going to be an immediate 10 out of 10. That's not good either.
Yeah.
So you got to try find the happy middle which is hard because I used to believe years ago now. I don't believe it that media sites like the news, CNN, ESPN, things like that, ABC, Fox, for example, just to put it in the mix, that it doesn't matter what the news is, they're going to report it or they're going to say the truth, no matter who is hurting or who's going to be the bad person on the news, right? That's what I thought. But growing up and seeing things are like, no, these fuckers are just fanboys or have biases towards things that they won't report things exactly how it is.
They won't. I mean,
And on video games, unfortunately, is the same thing. It's like IGN. IGN should be neutral for a lot of things, but unfortunately, is being run by a lot of PlayStation fans.
it's
And
sponsored by them.
yes, and so being neutral, unfortunately, is hard, and I think it's impossible because I mean, I'm not neutral at all. I'm an Xbox fan. Some of us, some of people think or might think that I'm a hardcore Xbox fan. That could be true. It might be true. I have a bias in favor of Xbox. I do. I don't have a bias against PlayStation. I have a I have a bias in favor of Xbox. It's different because I don't wish PlayStation harm, but I still have a bias. But even though I try to not I be as neutral as possible, I know I'm not going to be, so I can't pretend it. So that's why I am who I am, and I'm in the podcast where I am, and that's why I say the things that I say on Twitter. But if that's me, and I'm a regular human being, everybody is the same thing, and that's including IGN, Polygon, and all these pieces of shit. So being neutral is totally impossible in this situation.
Yeah.
It's totally impossible. But right now, everything is overrun by PlayStation fans because there's more
Mm-hmm.
of them, there's more nostalgia of them, and PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
has given them more fan service and given them more reasons to be fans of PlayStation than Xbox has given them in 25 years. But it's an unfortunate situation. But when they come to like, nah, yeah, we're looking at things too hard, or we're looking at conspiracy theories. No, it's plain as day. The evidence is there. Like Louis,
What's
great
up?
job that you did. Great job that you did yesterday at your job. But we're not gonna give you credit because you didn't buy your nephew that toy he wanted, so your job sucks. What does that have to do with your job?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what's happening with the media. Like, hey, the game is
Mm-hmm.
great, but because you fired these a bunch of people, dude, one thing has to do with another. So separate the art from the artist.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
That's
want
what
you
they
you
do.
want you're punishing the people who is working these games or working hard in these games. You're punishing the people that you don't want fired by writing that sideline of on the article of something that has nothing to. Yes, this is the same company, but it has nothing to do with it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually hurting the developers, not Microsoft, because let's say you talk so much trash of on Halo that Microsoft can say, you know what, fuck it, close Halo. Well, guess who's gonna stand up? Who's gonna be there standing for that forever until the rest of time, and we're all gonna die. Who's gonna be there? Fucking Microsoft. So you're not
Mm-hmm.
hurting Microsoft. You're hurting the developers for doing this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's. I'm glad that my decision of. And I did this years ago. I don't care for movie reviews. I did this like 10 years ago. Fuck movie reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Because a person that lives on the other side of the world that I don't know, I haven't spoken, don't know his face or her face, that lives in another city, eats a different food, has a different culture, tells me I'm not gonna like this movie doesn't make sense to me. So I stopped watching and listening to movie reviews,
Mm-hmm.
and I did this again a few years later when it comes to video games and opinions about video games. I'm like, I got
Yep.
my own eyes, I got my own opinion. I say what I say. I'm not pushing anybody to agree what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm
Exactly.
saying. And when it comes to game reviews, the same thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to a guy that drinks Starbucks. With all due respect to people who drink Starbucks, right? That drinks Starbucks. That his worst day in life is just waking up early.
Mm-hmm.
Works in a video game website, and and is a PlayStation fanboy in San Francisco. Like, no, no, I'm not gonna listen to you because I don't know you. You don't like what I like. Oh, I'm allergic to peanuts. I eat only bread with pistachios. Like, dude, what the fuck? We're not the same person. So his opinion in video games doesn't matter to me either. So I don't listen when it comes to video games. So
Mm-hmm.
I stopped listening to reviews. So when that people started running with that thing, like the Xbox stats, because finally people are watching it or seeing it. I'm like, I didn't see that because I'm not searching for reviews no more. I'm not even searching for articles no more. I stopped listening to these sites.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
comment from time to time on Twitter. That's true, but I usually figure
That's
out. I usually
now.
find out what's happening because somebody shared it on a DM, or I talk to you because you shared it on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But I'm not actively looking for these things anymore because, to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
is exhausting bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
just
is. Did you?
exhausting.
But like for example, this one article I was telling you about, writing that article. He's literally dissecting the problem that you're saying right here. How exhausting it is that no matter where you go, we have a problem with these sites though. And this guy is not even like Windows Central. None of this. He's nothing like this. He just sat there on Twitter because now on Twitter you can write articles. It seems, and he wrote the article on Twitter, and he was spot on. He grabbed a couple sites and was like using Eurogamer on how he treats Xbox, how he treats PlayStation, and he was literally just throwing in stuff that we see and talk about all the fucking time, and that we're tired of seeing it. That all of a sudden we got good news from Xbox. This is why I'm always fighting Windows Central with this, because Windows Central starts writing the good news, and then all of a sudden it comes in and says, "Well, even though we laid off 3,200 workers, they're gonna keep on." I'm like, come on, man, not like this. Come on. I mean, come. Let's talk about the good news right here. But they always got to throw in the bad, and it's a headache though every time I see that.
Now, all what I said, unfortunately, it doesn't work when it comes to the regular people because I just also realize that people are too gullible, and they see and they believe 100%.
Yep. It's
Let me
me.
give you an example, and I'll go ahead and get this super chat. Sorry, get the super chat. Get the super chat.
Oh, read the super chat. Okay. It's me, the broke boy Lewis, with the $5 super chat. How many people are watching Masters of the Universe on Prime now that said it was crap when came to theaters and are now, holy crap, this is a great movie? Yes, I even said it. It's a really good movie. To be honest, though, I went in because first things first. We all know who's in that movie. And every time he's in a movie, usually it fails though. The movie can be great, but that guy just makes it fail. I don't know why he does that. And that is Jared Leto, isn't it? Is it Jared Leto? Was he in is it Jared Leto? Am I right?
He's Skeletor. He's Skeletor.
Yeah, so he was Skeletor though. And to be honest though, he did a good job. I was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Huh. Interesting. So it's a good movie. It's a really great movie. And I was sad listening that they're not hit box office as it should though. But I can't imagine now on Prime though, it's gonna hit. It's gonna become big. No, it was not. Why so serious? Actually, really good. Get away.
I'll watch it eventually. I didn't see it in the movie theater. So. Again,
You'll love it.
I'll only go to the movies
If it's bad.
if it's not. If my wife really wants to see it or my kids, I'll go.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me, the movie theater experience is it's like, do I really have to spend this much money just to watch one movie, and or run the risk that I'm not gonna like it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, but that's just me. Doesn't matter. So back to what I was saying, when it comes to gullible people that actually
Yeah.
believes everything they say. Yesterday, a coworker of mine, out of nowhere, like, hey yo, I started playing that game you told me like a year ago. I'm like, what game?
Okay.
Norco. It's a indie game. He's like, that game is freaky. And like, oh yeah, we started talking about a little bit about video games, and then he said, man, it sucks with the industry, man. Like Xbox closing down studios, firing people. I'm like, closing down studios. What studio did they close? He's like the bunch of studios that they closed. I'm like, no, what studios? Then they closed. Then he gave me a list. And I'm like, that's a fake news, bro. Like, what are these
Mm-hmm.
fake news? And then I send them
Exactly.
the Xbox. Then I send them the Xbox wire. I'm like, this is actually comes from Microsoft and Xbox, and this is that. So yo, he started reading it a little bit. He's like, oh, but this thing that they all closed down. I'm like, look at the date. It was before the news, and so people. And he's not, and he's a gamer, but he's not one of those gamers that are like like me on Twitter, watching this
Mm-hmm.
thing all day, having a podcast. No, he's just like, he just looks at a thing on Instagram, because you know how Instagram works. It has a great
Yep.
big splash of on the screen with a whole bunch of characters,
Yeah.
and then Xbox shuts down. And I saw what he saw, and it literally said like in Spanish, like Xbox shut down dozens of studios and fires thousands of people. I'm like, well, no. And then, but I explained the only project that is kind of in trouble is the Blade one. And then but didn't they shut down Arcane or something? I'm like,
No.
Arcane Austin. And then the guys who made Redfall, like, yes, that's a wash. He's like, oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know there were two studios. Like, yeah, there are two studios, but and then I gave him my opinion. Like, to be honest, if they shut down Arcane, I won't give a fuck because whatever. But that's just my opinion. But
Mm-hmm.
if that's him and he plays video games, now imagine a person who doesn't play video games and just looks at that, and all they see of Xbox is like, Xbox is this, Xbox is that. This is like the worst thing on
Yep.
earth. So when it comes to that, Microsoft itself and
Mm-hmm.
Xbox has to counter that
Mm-hmm.
because it could be all fake, yes,
Yep.
but when you say too many lies, it turns into a truth.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to find a way to mitigate those anti Xbox articles and narratives. Even though they've been
Yeah.
better at it now that Asha and Matt Ball is there, it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been. We know it hasn't been great when it comes to Phil. Phil just let things happen and
Mm-hmm.
run with it, and they didn't
Yeah.
say anything,
It didn't
so
say
we
anything.
knew it was a lie. At least
Yep.
Asha and Matt Ball is kind of squashing some stuff, but they still
Yeah.
have to do a better lawsuits. I don't know.
So
No. But what I'm saying is yeah, they gotta do a better job when it comes to squashing some fake news and put these people in check, like
yeah.
something, because this is getting ridiculous.
At least it's like majority of it has been stopped though. Like, what was the last argument that they were trying to throw out there to start? The last thing they threw out there was about Game Pass though, and that was just like okay. And that was Schreier again coming up with the Game Pass, but everything they said about the studio though, like for example, Bethesda, Cinemax, and all that stuff. Cinemax came out and said, okay, this is what we're doing. It is doing this. This is what's happening. All that stuff got slapped away.
Wait.
What happened? What happened? Fable what? Don't tell me.
No, Windows Central is writing an article which is I kind of agree with it, but I see Fable reposted it. But I want to know if that's the real Fable or I'm following somebody that is called Fable. Okay, that's somebody that's called Fable. Okay,
Okay, okay. Oof.
because if it's really Fable who reposted it, I'm like, damn. Because the article says it's most likely accidental, but God of War Lofi, whatever you call that game,
Lao
launching
Fei.
on whatever one day before Fable is another reminder of how stupid Xbox multi-platform strategy was, which is
Oh
true.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I see Fable reposted it. I'm like, wait, hold on, what Fable reposted it? That would be crazy that the real Fable reposted that shit.
All we gotta do is look for it. Fable's got a golden check mark.
Yeah, I know, but
Let's go see it. Let's go see it. I'm gonna look for it
no.
right
It's
now.
just a person that there's a person that I follow that is called Fable apparently.
No, they did not repost this. No, that wasn't for the Fable site though. No, it was not.
Yeah. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. At least they're finally saying something that's right though. That was a stupid strategy right there. I agree with them. At least once they said something right though.
Windows
But
Central says a lot of things right, Louis. Come on.
they do say a couple things right, but at the end though, they always go in and criticize really hard. When they have to criticize, they go in all the freaking time, all the time though. All the time they go in and says something wrong. In the article, just gotta read through it, and all of a sudden they go back to like, oh, this happened, even though they laid off 3,200 people. I'm like, what does that have to do with this? Uh it's just like what Eurogamer did, pretty much. I've been watching the San Diego Comic Con footage for Ryan Reynolds crash the Doomsday panel. It was full Deadpool outfit with Cage Phage asking why didn't he get the casting call for it? That's a good question.
Um, I also have to. We also have to realize something.
What's
A
up?
lot of these media sites hire people, but they're not really journalists or graduated from whatever you need to graduate from to be a journalist. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
graduate from journalism. They didn't go to school for that. They're just people who have that they like each other. They know how to write, and they put them there.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine just like
God of chore.
like the, let's say, the bar, or there's certain, like, I forgot the I was about to say, but I think there's certain, like, rules and things that a doctor and a lawyer should abide by, right? Like they have integrity in certain things, certain oaths they make when they become a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever profession that requires a PhD. I think
Mm-hmm.
journalists should be something similar. I think
Yeah.
because all these people didn't go through the school,
Yeah.
they're just abiding by their biases. So again, I don't care what they say no more. They just whatever they say. I don't give a damn.
Oh, welcome.
No, I'm not high. I'm just really calm. I have
You
nothing to be
always,
bad. I'm angry. I'm not. I have nothing to be angry about.
you sure you're not angry about it? I mean, I'm always mad though.
Nah.
Ah, man, I'm always angry about stuff. I mean, I'm angry about every time I go in here and just see what I read every day. I'm like, oh God, look
I
at
uh,
this. Look what this
I
guy's saying.
I I just accepted that stupidity is a thing.
Oh, stupid is what stupid does.
By the
Yep.
way,
What's up?
talking about stupidity,
Yeah.
yeah, that it is. It is kind of stupid that fuck this multi-platform strategy is just really fucking like
Oh, I know.
now you
I know. They
have
can't do nothing
God
about it.
of War, like, and that tells you that Sony doesn't give a damn if Xbox does good business, because if Xbox does good business on PlayStation, PlayStation makes more money, right?
Mm-hmm.
That tells you that they don't give a damn about that. They want Xbox out because releasing a game in immediate proximity to Fable tells you that they're saying fuck you, Fable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ridiculous. It's like, really? I don't know. Get Xbox got to get that shit in their heads. Yeah, at least I think Asha understands it in Matt Ball. I don't know Matt Booty understands it in Satya and Amy Hood. Get it in your
Mm-hmm.
heads.
Mm-hmm.
Sony every day wakes up in the morning, makes his coffee, eats his breakfast, go to work, and his first thought is, how can I make PlayStation better to kill Xbox?
Oh, they're making it better right now. Look what they're doing.
No, no. Regardless if they make it better or not, what I'm saying is they think about
I
this
love
stuff.
this.
I can bet you that Sony has meetings to find ways to kill the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's. But this is Sony. This is not PlayStation. One thing doesn't
No,
have
no,
nothing to do
no,
with the
no,
other.
no, 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 no. It does because I mean everybody's what they're doing with the physical, right? They see this little vinyl thing playing the physical thing. You know what they said though? I mean the comments are just hilarious. So that's why I'm playing. This is what PlayStation has been doing, and Sony itself too.
No, no. Again. Sony's a subsidiary company. They have their own decisions.
I know. But I just love how they went out there out of nowhere just after 3 or a month. It's almost a month now since they announced it, right? It's been almost a month though since they announced the whole ticket away physical thing, and all of a sudden they go out there, they post this vinyl thing to put disc on it. And everybody's like, what,
But
man?
but I don't know why people are mad at that, because they're doing the exact same thing with the PlayStation. They're just showing you the hardware. You can play disc on this thing. We're
Yeah,
not selling you the
exactly.
disc, but we're selling
Yeah.
you the hardware. PlayStation, same
Mm-hmm.
thing. We're selling you the hardware.
Mm-hmm.
So who gives a shit? I don't give a shit because I don't spend a dime on Sony. The only Sony thing that I have is the
Is what?
headphones that I have in my ears.
Mm. You pony! My headphones are not. No, I'm just kidding.
Seriously, these
Uh,
are Sony headphones. That's the only
Sony
Sony thing that I
headphones.
have.
Sony headphones. Speaking of that, I gotta get some new headphones for my bicycle riding.
And I bought them. I bought them years ago because I needed a Bluetooth headset like immediately
Yeah,
for some reason. They were cheap, and they still work. That's the only
they
reason I
still
have.
yeah. Their hardware's pretty good. I can't say no. I can't say no to that. But yeah, that multi-platform strategy. I mean, look. maybe at the time it could have worked, but the way they wanted to work, I don't know. I mean, they fucked up. They fucked up everything pretty much with all that strategy when it came down to the software side on Xbox. Trying to put this out there. And at the end of the day, Joey, we do not know who in the blue hell made these decisions, though. I mean, seriously,
On what?
on putting these games everywhere. I mean, even though we kind of
Uh,
know, but we throw it out there, but we don't know at the end who actually did it and why they did
Come
it.
on,
And
we know why they did it because Microsoft was asking for too much and they didn't have a way to do it. The only way to do it was
mm,
to get another platform to make money for them, and that's
yeah,
Sony. So that's why they did it.
here's the thing though. Why in what world did they fall into that trick thinking they were going to go ahead and buy stuff? Because the PlayStation fanboys, they might act like they're mighty and all about buying stuff, but we know the truth. They don't buy shit. So why you?
They do buy shit. They do buy shit. But,
Man, no, they don't. No, they don't. They
yes,
lie too much. They lie too much. They get too much codes and they lie too much. They lie too much. Come on, Joey. They lie. They
they,
lie. They lie.
they,
They
they,
lie.
they buy stuff. Come on, man. You can't be like that. Just like Xbox, they also buy stuff.
Oh, I know they
You
can.
can't
I know
for
they buy stuff,
you can't
but
force them to buy something they don't like, but they do buy
exactly.
stuff.
They do. Man.
If they don't like Sorrows, they don't like it, but they like Forza
Mm.
Horizon, so they buy what they like.
You can tell PlayStation is a little concerned. The whole PlayStation thing, though, you would have normally made a big deal about God of War coming out, but they can snuck out the release date. Snipe Joey says, "Why so serious?" I can't snipe Joey out of here.
No, no, I can't because I can't. I don't subscribe to that. They don't buy games. Then how the fuck did they sustain that business if nobody buys games over there? Same thing as Xbox.
With microtransactions and logging into the service and
Louis,
yeah, they
no.
do, they do. No, no, I'm being serious though. Microtransaction is like the biggest side of the business with them when it comes down to Call of Duty and stuff like that. And what's the other one?
So you're telling me that a PlayStation makes two, three, well, what they make what 30 billion a year only on microtransactions?
No, like I said, they make a lot
Come
of
on.
money with. No, no, no. This is what they do. You gotta understand what the business is, though. Their biggest business is all these games. Why do you think they went out to court and fought for Call of Duty? Because they know Call of Duty is their biggest title in there. They know that for a fact. Because remember the courts. That's what happened, though. So
It's
you
not
got
the
a
only
person.
game.
Well, I mean, that's the one that brings them in a lot of the money, though. A lot of the revenue comes from that. A lot. It's not the total revenue, but a lot of it does come from that. And also, what's the other one? Fortnite, GTA. Whew, they're making a lot of money from those microtransactions, my friend. They are. Oof, that's what it is. And how do I know? Is because all we got to do is like what Sirius says, Joey, look at the PS top charts. And that's true. The top charts are the same things that are on Xbox too. The
Those are
same
not
titles,
ponies.
though.
Those are not ponies buying that.
Ah, I know that's not point. So those are just people who buy a console just play those games. That's it.
Those are the real people who move the industry.
Exactly. The casuals.
Not us that complain and cry and fight and bite.
And fight and bites. I've never
Yeah,
been someone though.
have podcasts. No, no, no. That's why it's funny that people are like, "Oh, it's your fault." Is no, no. You're preaching to the choir, bro. If you're complaining on Twitter or on Instagram, wherever, you're preaching to the people who are
Hmm.
looking at these news, complaining about these stuff. No, the rest of the 95% that doesn't give a fuck about gaming news and none of it are just doing what they do and love. Buy the games that they want, which is Call of Duty, GTA, Madden, and fucking 2K or FIFA. They're acting exactly how they behave. And
Hmm.
those are the people who move the industry, not you and me. So if anybody is to blame, is the casuals, which nobody's going to change that because their
Hmm.
wallets are louder than whatever we say on Twitter. This whole boycott PlayStation because of the disc. Casuals don't know about it, don't care about it,
Hmm.
and they're just going to keep on buying.
Hmm. What do you think about
So
this, Joey? Angry PlayStation fans propose PS5 blackout and protest of Sony this decision. What do you think about this?
go ahead, do
Yeah,
it. Go ahead, do it. See what happens.
I mean, take the risk, right? I mean, if they do though, I'll be amazed though. It
Yeah.
actually can pull that off.
Stand on your ground. But just keep in mind, you guys are what organized are around really organized. You guys are around 100,000. You still have to fight against 99 million. How many? Yeah, 100 million, right?
No, how many
How many?
users on PlayStation? 129 million users when it comes down to
All
PS4,
right, so
PS5
you still
together.
gotta
Yeah.
fight. You still gotta
Yeah.
fight 129,908. No, 800. Like you gotta still fight a whole bunch of people
Unbelievable.
to
Mm-hmm.
do that thing. So no, you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna. That's not gonna go anywhere. Your money is not enough to protest. You don't have enough money to protest. Your budget is not enough. Even though you don't like it, it's gonna be like, yeah, but no. Guys, again, these websites, you pieces of shit, you're fighting the wrong fight. You're fighting for the disc. Fight for the rights, you dumb fucks.
I've been talking about that for like the last couple of weeks. I've been saying,
Fight
well,
for the rights,
why can't
not
we have
the
a fight?
plastic.
Not the plastic, yeah. I don't know what the hell they're fighting for. Like, okay, I want my disc. I want my disc. I want my disc. Why can't we fight to have this? What we do with this, we can do it online. Why can't we fight for that? Like, I want to
There's
sell my
games.
digital
There's
license.
games on the disc that I can't play because it requires online service.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
requires a whole bunch of shit. That means I don't have rights over it. So fight for. I don't. Whatever. I'm tired. Like, sometimes it's like.
Yeah,
It's like you're looking at people. You're like, you're telling them, no, don't do that, don't do that, and they keep on doing it. You're like, and then they're angry because things doesn't work out. You fucker, because we told you, this is not the fight. That's the
exactly.
fight, but you guys don't want to
That's the
listen.
fight.
So you know what? But again,
Mhm.
ponies. Like, ponies don't listen. Ponies are ponies. So why get involved? Like, no. When we got organized, we made Xbox go back on shit. And we have.
Didn't ponies
Remember
fight for
though?
Didn't ponies fight for Stellar Blade? Yes, they did.
Remember when we made Xbox go back on the Xbox Live Gold price?
Yeah, yep, exactly. They can. Mhm.
We did that shit. All
They
right?
did it.
The whole multi-platform thing, we didn't fight as hard. And I know that because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, this is the future. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
To those of us who stand on our grounds, now Xbox is like, oh, you know what? Maybe this strategy wasn't good. I fucking told you, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But no, this boycott or this blackout doesn't have the budget to make a dent.
Yeah, it's
Because
gonna be
remember,
hard for them.
these people look at things in money and money wise. Like, all right, 100,000 people is protesting. How much money are we losing? Well, how much money did we make? Well, oh fuck it, doesn't matter if they do that. Simple.
Now, here's the thing that I have to take notice of, and this is like, you know how a lot of media websites are saying Xbox do something like take advantage of this, like do this thing, or do something like that. I was like, man, what Xbox needs to do is they need to go in and say, hey, look, this is what we're doing with our store. You're gonna be able to sell your games. You're gonna be able to do this and do that. Your digital stuff. I mean, just them doing that will be the ultimate win right there against this whole little, disc trade-off thing that was back in the day. You know, that would be the ultimate win if they can actually pull that off, though. That would be the ultimate win, though.
That will be the ultimate win. However,
However, hmm
I don't think they can do it because how the digital licenses are distributed and what do we agree upon.
hmm
Because I think it has to do with laws and stuff. I don't know. And taxes and bullshit like that. But whatever.
or if they can, yeah, tax and stuff like that. But if they can make like the thing that developer will kind of accept this, or if things go through it, the developer like what's it called? The developer that makes some money, they make some money back too. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that would be great. Like, let's
that'd be
say I
great. Yeah.
have out of the 700 and something games that I have, right?
Oh shoot, I was
Like,
talking
all
about
right,
that.
I'm not using 50% of them, or I'm not gonna use
Exactly.
ever again. I
Our
put them all
leftover
on the market
games.
store. Yes, put them all in the market store to sell at a good
Mm-hmm.
price, and then I say, hey, listen, and they tell me if you're selling these games, this is the cut. You're receiving this much.
This much, yeah, exactly. That's what I said the other
The
day.
Xbox is receiving this much, and the publisher who was the owner of the game receives this much. Do you agree? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Boom.
That's it.
That's it.
Your funds
I
will
mean,
be added when it comes to it will be added on
mhm.
your fucking what do you call it?
On the Xbox store or Microsoft points, it'll be out of Microsoft
No, no,
points. You
no,
get
no. It will add it to your credit card. Fuck it, give me real cash for it. Fuck it. And they have to figure it
nah.
out the coin exchanges and things like that. Whatever.
I wouldn't say real cash. Just put it on the
No,
store
don't
because
give
I mean,
credit. Don't give credit. Don't give credit. People will not like that
don't get credit.
because when you sell a disc on the store,
Hmm.
on some stores, at least you get cash out of that. You sell it
Um.
secondhand, you get cash. You can't tell me what to do with the cash that I just won.
Okay.
I don't want credit. I want to buy food. I want to pay strippers. That's my money.
You want to
Understand?
pay strippers,
I'm just
man?
saying.
You're gonna go bankrupt though if you're gonna pay for strippers though. I mean, shoot,
I just $100 in singles. That's not gonna come. I'm just
$100 in
saying.
singles. No,
I'm just saying. You can't tell
bankrupt.
people like, oh, we can sell this for you, but you only can spend that same money on the Microsoft store. That's a scummy thing to do.
Hmm.
That money should go directly to your bank account. You can do whatever you want with it.
Or give us the option that you can, if you want to leave it there, put it to the bank account. You can.
But it's in your bank account. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. That's true. That's true too. That's true too. If you care, get mad about games going digital. There's no way you can do with a week without gaming. I mean, I've done it before. I got a week without gaming. I mean, if I'm traveling though, I'm in a place. I'm not gonna spend like the whole time I'm traveling over there, like to unless if there's like a big ass storm or something. I mean, I'm not gonna spend all week gaming in there. I mean, shoot. Shout out to the 56 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're confirmed trying to launch FA6. I own won't let me because service is down. No.
By the way, did you talk about the backwards compatibility thing?
What do you want to talk about, Joey? Bring it. I talked about it a couple days
Remember?
ago. I was happy about
Okay,
that.
of course I wasn't here, but
Yeah, but go
remember that
for
I
it.
told you that I think they're gonna put achievements on OG Xbox games. Remember I said that? I
Yeah, you're getting them now.
I got that right because I got that fucking right because I fucking knew it. I'm like, dude,
Hmm.
I know Xbox that even though they want to do something, they want to do the little bit extra step.
Yeah, I know. They always want to go in the extra sauce, which is a nice thing from them. I mean, they
Yes,
always.
and just bringing these games to PC wasn't gonna be
Mhm.
enough.
Yeah,
And so I'm
exactly.
like, they're gonna put fucking achievements on OG Xbox games,
Yep.
and boom.
There it is. There you go.
That's gonna make me play a lot of OG Xbox games again,
Mm-hmm.
just to
Mm-hmm.
get those goddamn achievements. For example,
Joey's gonna be peeing on the wall.
yes, I'll be playing Conquer again when the achievements come. I'll be playing
Mm-hmm.
Psychonauts 1. I'll
Mm-hmm.
be playing fucking a lot of these fucking what did you call it? Splinter Cells. Oh, there's so many games.
Why would you want GTA 6 on cloud though, Big B Money? I mean, that's Rockstar's decision if they want to put GTA 6 on cloud though. I mean, if they say Xbox put it on cloud, then yeah. But why would you want that
Oh,
though?
I got another news.
What's the other news? Bring it.
You know, I've been fighting or trying to get me a ROG Ally.
Yes. Tell me you got one.
I might get one in the next 2 weeks.
All right,
Eh,
we're gonna.
but there's a
But
caveat.
oh shoot, what is it?
It's not going to be the Xbox ROG Ally.
You
It's
betray us.
it's just going to be the
The
ROG Ally.
regular, the regular. Okay, still good.
But getting a ROG Ally Z1 Extreme
Hmm.
for only 200, no, not $200, $150.
That's actually a good deal.
Fuck the Xbox ROG Ally. I'm getting that shit.
All
What
right,
happens is
sweet.
what happened is my
Mm-hmm.
buddy who owns that ROG
My
Ally,
buddy.
uh, recently got a child.
Oh.
He impregnated a woman, like we said. Finally, you fucker. And he says, "Dude, I don't have no time to play video games." He's not interested in video games no more, to be honest. He only had that ROG Ally because he said he could play, like he doesn't need a console and things like that. So he's like, I'm looking to sell it. Are you interested?" And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
sure. How much? In my mind, he's like going to tell me like 400, $500, which I would accept it. It's still cheaper to what's out there on the market. He's like, he said 200 in payments and 150 in cash immediately. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, I don't want to. Because of you, because I know you love video games, I'll give it to you that cheap. Like, that's really cheap. Like, yeah, I just want to get rid of it. I don't want to put it into a marketplace and wait. I'm like, deal. Wait until I get paid. You're like, all right, cool. So I'll say probably I'll be showing it on. Let's see. Today is, I think, by Monday 17th, I'll be showing the ROG. It's a regular ROG Ally. It's a regular ROG Ally. But thank God the full screen experience is available to all these handhelds. And I'm going to buy a lot of accessories to that motherfucker. So, yeah.
Look, Jubei says, "Thank you, Joy, for explaining to us how children get born." Laugh out loud.
It's going to be the regular ROG Ally. It's going to be the Z1 Extreme, the white one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. For that price, I'm getting it. Fuck it. I don't care if it's a ROG. But what I can do with it is expand the memory, get it real cool, and then flip it on a marketplace, get more money out of it, and then buy an Xbox ROG Ally. I could do that. So that's
The hell?
what was that?
I don't know. Somebody's building something again. That apartment is always building something.
It's not the black version, it's the white version, but it's the highest white version.
There you go. The highest white version.
Again, if I could just put a screen on it, put covers, put a case on it, and so I flip it on a marketplace for a higher price, and
There
get
you go.
the other one. But I'm gonna be. Besides, I always said it, Louis. I wanted a ROG. What the fuck is that, Louis?
Somebody's building something up there. Sorry, that's somebody using a drill. They're making a hole somewhere.
I said that. I think I said this before. I didn't want a ROG Ally or handheld to play these high-end games. That's not my mission. My mission is to play smaller indie games on that thing and use an emulator to emulate old classic games. And I think most of the day will be playing Dave the Diver and that motherfucker. But
Exactly. Louis farted. Chad, if I farted, I will seriously say I farted. I'm not afraid to admit my farts. You can never ever deny a fart, unless if you're in an elevator with some pretty ladies and yeah.
one
right
thing
there.
I will do with that ROG Ally, Louis, is because I've been watching this whole week with that ROG Ally, is buy the better battery. I'm like, there's a mod that you can do to install a better battery on that thing. So I might do that. Get the better battery for that thing, expand the memory and things like that. But because the price I'm getting that thing on the cheap, bro.
Of course. I mean, not on the cheap. You're getting
And
it
I know
almost for free.
I know the person who has it. He's not a person that breaks things. He's really careful with his stuff. And I know that thing is barely used because he only bought it for what did he buy it for? I think he bought it for a few games. He didn't buy it for that many games. He bought it for Batman Arkham City. I think he wanted to play the Batman games and that's it. He doesn't play video games like that, but he had it though. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a lot of use today. I'm gonna change the battery, give it a better battery and a better case, better grips, and if it doesn't like live up to expectations, I'll just flip it online, sell it for a higher price. Yeah,
My camera got possessed again. Here we go.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's about to start flipping around. Check, get ready. It's about to flip. I just love my ROG Ally X for emulation. Even the one you're getting is wild. So do so much fun times ahead. It says Farke. What the hell you guys drilling, man? What the hell? Being serious though, it's getting annoying.
But
Yeah,
yeah. Now
yeah.
the only thing is because I haven't been in the pirate world in a long time. I know Nintendo has been shutting down all these sites where you can download games. I gotta figure out a way to download all these games illegally, like God intended to. Um, yeah, I
But
gotta
to be
find.
honest, though, how it's not. I mean, if you download a new game though, like the new
No,
game,
no,
how it is, I mean, I will
no,
say
no, no,
that
no,
is
no.
kind of illegal though. But if you download a new game that you just cannot find it anywhere physical or anything, I mean, that's nothing bad to it. I mean, you're
Yeah,
playing it.
exactly. If the game is hard to find digitally because it's not available, if it's
It's
hard
not
to find
available fine
physically
physically.
because it's too expensive,
Exactly, because
and
that's
it,
another
and
thing though.
it,
It's up to you,
then
like,
fuck it, pirate. I don't give a damn.
yeah, that's what I mean
As
though.
long as
Like,
you're not selling it, like if you're using it for
yeah.
personal use, who gives a damn? Or find a dumper. A dumper is a thing that you dump your. If you have a bunch of physical disc or physical cartridges, you put these disc or these cartridges in these dumper things. The dumper will copies the data that has the cartridge, and it translates it to a computer, and you can put it on your own thing. So you're basically doing digital backups of the things that you own. So fuck it.
Yeah, look what Sappho says. Don't do it, Joey. Once you go handheld, there's no going back. She says.
What do you mean by that? Like, you think I'm not gonna go back to my console? Of course, because there's games backwards compatible. Not every game is play anywhere, so I gotta play it on my console. I'm going
Hmm.
to play Gears of War on my console, not on the handheld, because one, the handheld I'm getting, I don't think is strong enough. Two, I have a 1440p 120 hertz screen. Well, actually, 133 hertz screen with
Hmm.
HDR and all this shit. Like, why would I play that on the fucking handheld? I'm playing it here.
But can you watch porn on it?
I'm not gonna use it to watch porn, Louis. That's why
Ah,
my phone and my wife is for.
okay. No, I'm just asking a question for regular people out there. That's probably the
Of course,
most
it's
important
addicting.
question.
When I was a kid, I had a fucking Game Boy Advance of Game Boys. I know it's addicting. But yeah, man, I already been rethinking my whole library. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna playing this. I'm gonna be playing that. I'm gonna be playing this. And oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun. I'm actually that I don't know. Something came because I've been looking for a fucking handheld for a while, and that somebody come out
Hmm.
of
Hmm.
nowhere like, yeah, $150 like in cash now, or $200 if you want to pay it in payments. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. That's cheap, fucking
Yeah,
cheap.
get it, get
Yeah, I'm
it.
getting it. I'm
All you
getting
have
it.
to pay is 50 extra though.
For what?
Remember, someone gifted you 100, so with that 100, all you have to pay is like 50 extra though.
Huh?
Didn't Web Dave send you $100 for you to save the money to buy a Braga Ally X or something like
Oh,
that?
that money's been spent.
Oh, never mind then. Then you're spending 50 now. Damn it! Camera, get back in shape. I don't know. The camera's dead. It's looking at me, but it's dead though. It's in red. It got possessed, Chad. I'm sorry. So let's see though. I was playing War of Cybertron on my Legion Go 1 1440p at 120 FPS. Yeah, because some begins is not even illegal. And the crazy part, because it has a smaller screen, you don't need high fidelity because you can see it anyway. Exactly. That's the beauty about handhelds, though. You don't need graphics. You don't need anything. You just gotta sit there and play. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Let's see though, Joey. I'm happy that you're getting your handheld finally, and you're gonna enjoy it and play, my friend.
Yep.
I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. So, Joey, now Xbox is down. Now you see media sites saying that it's doing the whole PlayStation thing is gonna last 8 hours being down, probably.
But it's up already, right?
Oh, it probably is though. But seriously, they were over here. Now they're over there. I mean, make up your minds for fuck's sake. What the hell are they drilling in for? I was trying to ask. Like, I'm curious though. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. It just takes away my train of thought though. So let's see. I'm looking for some stuff, chat. I'm looking for some more news to talk about because we basically tackled almost everything today. But yeah, Xbox is down today.
But is it down right now?
I don't know. It was down earlier this morning though. Let me go see Xbox status. Let's see Xbox support status. It says here at this very moment.
What am I doing? I got the Xbox right here. Let me turn it on.
Turn it on. Turn it on. It says account profile cannot log in. Store subscriptions, games and gaming, and apps and mobile. Online safety and family is up. Everything's out though. Status key up and running, limited or major outage. Okay, so maps and mobile are now an outage. Games and gaming is now an outage. Let me go see if I can open up my app though.
Okay, so I can. Oh, okay, yeah. There's a huge triangle now on my Xbox.
What does it
I've
say?
never seen that before.
Uh-oh.
It has a, and it says outage. It says account and profile is down. Store subscriptions are down. Games and gaming is down. Apps and mobile are down. So what can I do? It says it's safe to play. Online safety and family is up. Friends and social activity is up.
Hmm.
Sharing and broadcasting is up. Device and networking is up. Multiplayer gaming, so I can play multiplayer games. So that doesn't make sense. It says games and gaming is out, but multiplayer gaming is up. Cloud gaming is up. Fuck you.
Hey!
You know what? I only care for one game right now. Let me see.
And that is Dave the Diver. Let me see if I get a big triangle.
No. And that is the Age of Empires because I bought a whole bunch of DLC and.
Hey, I'm in though.
I can't
Oh, there's
play.
a triangle. Wow, there's the triangle outage. Yeah, it's this outage. Sweet.
And I can't play. And this is a game I own. It's not like it's not Game Pass.
Yo, that is cool though. That is cool. It literally tells you right here, like there's a triangle
Yeah.
on the Xbox. It says outage. That is sweet though. Let me see if I can play map with MTVs
No,
with
I can't.
Mavericks.
It doesn't let me play anything.
Okay, this might be an outage
Shit.
on our answers with a few
Yeah,
minutes to play.
That's fine. That's fine. I was not.
I can't play Assassin's Creed, bowling. Nope. But Joey would do the proper thing though. It's down, so guess what we do, Joey? We
Scratch our
go
balls.
and go outside.
Yeah, well, I have to go outside anyway. So.
See
Yeah,
what
I gotta
mean?
go outside later. Anyway. So I
See
gotta do
what I
some
mean?
stuff. I gotta do some stuff.
But listen, if people are bored out there, they can log into the Xbox, come to watch our show though. We got lots of things to talk about, right, Joey?
Yeah. Doesn't mean I
That's
have
what
to
you
be
can
playing. That's the thing about video game content creators. Like,
Mhm.
oh, you think we gotta play video games all the time, every day? Like, no, this is not a
Oh, no.
contest. This is a hobby. A hobby is a pastime. Pastime is
Yeah.
when you want to do when you have leisure time that you have nothing to do with, and you play video games.
Mhm.
Oh, I play more video games than you. I don't give a damn. That
Mhm.
doesn't make you a better gamer. Oh, I may play more video games than you. Then there's log in into a multiplayer game and see how that goes.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's a stupid flex. Such a stupid flex.
Let me see. My Xbox offline most of the time, anyways. It's Mon, and of course, ponies hate watching. Oh, they do. They love to come in and hate watch. Will Nvidia or Apple be the largest company by year's end? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's gonna be Amazon though. Amazon probably be the largest company. Just the way they're doing things these days. But
Who's the biggest company right now?
I do not know who is the biggest company right now though. I mean, I hope that big company can give me money though. But they never give us money. No. Who is the biggest company right now? The biggest company right now is Nvidia Corporation. They're number one. They're $5.11 trillion. Ish.
Damn. That's crazy.
Joey, what would you do if we had $1 trillion, Joey?
What would I do if I have $1 trillion?
Yeah.
Buy an island.
Buy an island. Buy an island, though.
And disappear. Fuck the world.
Okay.
Make a
Buy an island.
self-sustainable island. Live in peace.
Live in peace. So won't we even be seeing you online then?
No, you can see me online. I'm just gonna be on an island.
With good ass internet.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
have great internet. I'll have all the stuff that I need, self-sustaining, and then I'll learn how to drive a helicopter. And if I need to go to land, I'll just grab my helicopter and go to land, and come back.
no.
But just live in peace.
Live in peace. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Joey Epstein.
Yeah, but I won't have. Yeah, you know what? Let's not get into that topic. Because
So yeah,
it's
exactly.
I
Yeah,
won't. I won't bring.
yeah.
I won't bring. I will have a lot of women on that. And I'll divorce.
No,
I'll give my wife like $1 billion because I have $1 trillion. $1 billion ain't shit. I'll give her like, hey, you know what? Let's have a divorce. Here's $1 billion. Leave me alone. And I'll import a lot of
look.
women.
Oh damn! I will buy Panama and kick out the 7 people. Oh damn, that's mean though. Louis, we can't make fun of Big B girlfriend anymore. He showed a picture the other day.
If,
What he did? Where's
now
that
that I think
picture
about
at?
it, now that I think about it, if I had $1 trillion in cash,
Mm-hmm.
not in stocks and things like that,
No.
I think I'll pay the external debt of the country and start investing in the country a lot and make it better.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be
Help a
cool.
lot of people out. Help a lot of people out.
There you go. They're gonna come.
Help the economy, fix some infrastructure, and but of course doing that in the safeness of my island. Oh, and
Oh,
I'll make a company
so
to produce hardware for Xbox.
there you go. Yeah. No,
Like yeah,
no,
I'll
no, no.
make it.
I would.
I'll make it
You went
for
too
you, and I'll
far.
sell it for you. No,
I'll make a company that makes RAM and sell it to the public, though. That'll be it. Make a company that
and
make
I'll
RAM
give
and sell it to the public.
and
That's
I'll
what I would
sell
do.
free Xboxes for everybody.
And you'll sell free. How does that sound? Sell free Xboxes. You will give free Xboxes, not sell free Xboxes, though.
Yeah, I said it wrong. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
uh,
I'll fix the infrastructure of the country, make
mhm,
invest
mhm.
in a lot of stuff um,
But
and
Joey,
education primarily and things like that.
so you're right about something though. I know Broke Boy sent me something earlier, and you're right about something though about that. Let's bring this into conversation though. This will be a fun conversation though. And that so here's the thing though, right? And this is the problem that we're seeing this out here. You mentioned it earlier about how Xbox can give their codes and everything. And here we go. This guy who I was telling you about, he wrote the article on Twitter about the double standards in media. It says flow games, amateurism disguised as journalism, and constant hostility toward Xbox. He's now tackling those guys right there.
Uh-huh.
So here's the thing, though, and you really talk about how they're giving the codes. What I think is they give the codes to like a publisher or something like that. I don't know who they give it to, but they give it to one of those guys, and those guys decide to who to give codes to, which they spread all the codes all over the place. Like either they give it to you, to me. They could give it to that guy out there on Twitter called
So they're
Hunter.
basically
That's
paying a third party company to distribute the codes.
distribute the codes. Yeah, when it should be them, that should be distributing the codes, though. To be
Well,
honest,
I'll
though.
do this. Okay, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'm not choosing the people because let's be honest, I don't think Microsoft or Xbox has the time to be sitting
Yeah.
down and listening and watching all these people.
Yeah, they don't.
However,
Mm-hmm.
what I'll do is every single game that is produced, published, and made by an Xbox studio, all codes made are for Xbox, not for PC,
Mm-hmm.
not for PlayStation.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't care who gets the code, you're going to play it on the fucking Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's embarrassing that you go right now inside of Metacritic and you look at Master Chief, Halo Combat Evolved reviews, and there's more reviews on PlayStation than on the maker and creator of the fucking game, Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That tells
Just
me there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers out there that rather play that game on PlayStation
station.
than
Then
on
play
the
it on
Xbox.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Xbox should do a mandate is no, only codes will be distributed from Xbox. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
more, nothing less.
Mm-hmm. That's what they should do, though, because seriously, I mean, just every time I see this dude go out there and, public an article, though, like he goes out there like Flow Games sells itself as the biggest gaming ecosystem in Brazil, news portal, YouTube channels with 100,000 subscribers, podcasts, and event coverage. They have the resource of Grupo Flow, massive visibility, and claim to be one of the main references for video game information in the country. That is exactly just why what just happened, and even more serious. In one of those recent broadcasts, several members of the show demonstrated that they do not understand what a shared engine is. They were discussing an official Bethesda statement about Creation Engine 3, the shared technological platform on which both Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 are being developed. To be clear, the share engine is simply the same technological foundation, the game engine, that the studio uses across multiple projects at the same time. It allows the teams to share tools, rendering systems, physics, artificial intelligence, and other technologies so that they can work on several games simultaneously, reuse code, and move faster. It is a basic industry concept that has existed for decades. A channel that has been delivering news and opinions about video games for more than 10 years should not stumble over something so elementary. Joy, did you know this? The fact they did not understand it live says a lot about the real level of knowledge. And right now, this controversy is high key. So yeah, more examples of amateurism. Okay, it's literally trying to tackle those guys down though. But I think this guy is mad though because of this. But the problem is not only amateurism, it goes much deeper. There's not about isolated criticism, it is open, constant, deliberate hostility toward Xbox. Full games have turned attacks on Xbox into a central part of the content identity. Any move by Microsoft announcement, delay, strategy, change, pricing, or hardware is immediately framed as a crisis, a failure, or proof that Xbox is dead. So basically, using the Dreamcast formula. The negative is magnified, the positive is ignored, or downplayed until it disappears. So the platform received a clearly softer, more contextualized, and more forgiving treatment. With Xbox, there's no forgiveness, no context, no constant, no only disdain. Oh, Lord. Man, the tone that is repeated over and over on Xbox, this is just on at their thumbnails. Game Pass sank Xbox, the illusion is over. Game Pass can be harmful to the industry. One of the worst years of Xbox, so Xbox is melting. The situation is dramatic. I regret it. Xbox is over. Its portable PC is not an Xbox. Wow. So these guys took picture with Phil Spencer too. It's incredible how these guys like meet up, take pictures, and like they go ahead and destroy Xbox all the time, Joey. Joey, are you there? Joey disappeared.
Oh fuck, my bad. I was muted. My bad.
Oh, what are you gonna say though about that?
Oh, I was gonna say, ain't that a bitch?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Ain't that a bitch?
Louis, you going to talk about the possible upcoming Steam machine price increase? Oh, there's gonna be. Well, I mean,
What? They're gonna increase the price again?
they're gonna increase. The one thing is the price that came out. Now they're gonna increase the price now. Steam machine. Let me go look for that.
I mean, that thing it's expensive. What do you want me to say?
Look, that's the only guarantee we have right now out here in gaming, though. That's the only guarantee we have. I mean, you guys, believe it or not, we don't know what's gonna happen. We cannot say if, are we gonna get cheaper consoles or consoles gonna drop in price or is this thing gonna happen? Is that no? The only thing we have guaranteed right now that we know of is that there will be even more price increases out there. The problem is when will it stop? That's the part we don't know yet. We don't know nothing about that. It's like what I said last year. When it comes down to gaming predictions and stuff like that, especially when it comes to hardware, we do not know what's going to happen. We just don't. We don't know if they're going to keep on increasing. We don't know if it's going to decrease. We don't know anymore. You just got to wait and see. Which sucks though because it's usually it's usually the bad stuff that it just keeps on increasing and never decreases, which is really really bad. What is that anyway? God of War, Ragnarok, Chains of Sparta, Ghost of Sparta. That's cool names that you want to play. What the hell is even a Lao Fei? What is a Lao Fei? Lao Fei is
That's a Chinese dish. Chow Ming, Lao Fei, Chow Fung.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it is.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's some tasty food. She has a sword and she chops out noodles and everything. With her sword, magical sword, and she has a cube which it looks like a Jello cube though, and the cube will do something. What's the
Hey,
cube's name? Frank.
to each his own, man. If there's people looking forward to the game, I'm not gonna hate those people. They're looking forward to
Yeah.
the game, and that's it. But I don't have a PlayStation. I'm not interested in PlayStation. And that's it. I'm not gonna play Lao Fei. If it's a good game, cool. If it's not, cool. I guess I don't know. I don't.
I think I know why Laugh Out Loud is releasing before Fable. Sony knows their shit isn't going to sell. I mean, there's a lot of people out there looking forward to Fable though, and I think Fable is going to really be the most talked about game out that next year though. It's going to be pretty big though. I think Fable's going to be pretty big. Someone was asking me how much do you think it would sell. I was between 5 and 7. I think that's the number that Fable's going to sell. Because with everything it has, and the more they show about that game, it gets more and more interesting. Joy, are you interested in Fable?
Yes, but I can't lie. Fable being on PlayStation kind of drops a little bit the enthusiasm.
It does.
Yes, I am like that. I am a console warrior. I will never
I get you.
change.
I get you. I get you. Me, I'm just ready to play
You
it.
used to be exclusively my bitch. Now you want to share your ass to everybody? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Period.
Oh no, Joey's mad about that. No. Oh
I'm not
no.
mad about it. I'm disappointed in it. Hopefully, it's the last games PlayStation is getting, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get wrapped up in that thing either because one day they say one thing and one day then the other they say another thing. I'm like, dude, whatever, whatever.
Oh wow. Joey, we have another game coming out. It looks fun though. This indie dev is making the most literal sandbox game ever. Gather wet sands to raise towers, walls, and moats. Sand crumbles or holds depending on moisture and pressure. Waves flow and gently erode your walls like a real beach. It's called Sandcastle. Joey, would you play a Sandcastle game?
I'll have to see it first.
You'll be able to. Oh, Joey, it looks fun though. It looks like one of those games that you're gonna have fun with. Check this out. This looks fun. Look at that. You get to build your own sandcastle, Joey. Joey's like, I'm not playing this shit.
If I had my island, I'll do that.
So if you have your island, you literally build a sandcastle, Joey. That's all you're gonna do.
Why not?
Oh Lord. That tells you how much free time Joey has in his hands that he's gonna build sandcastles on his island. I thought we were gonna get cows, pigs, and all that cool stuff. Build your own
No,
roller
because
coaster.
I'll be having $1 trillion. Why would I need cows and pigs?
You gotta eat.
I
mean,
can't do that in an island though. I can't do farming in an island.
Yeah, you
Small
can.
island. Small island. First of all,
Yeah.
pigs can fuck up the ecosystem, so that's not a good idea.
What do you mean pigs can fuck? No, they don't fuck up the ecosystem. Who said that?
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Who said that? Let me fix this thing. Who said that?
Go
Who
ahead.
came up with that
Let
stuff?
let pigs go loose like the chickens and see what happens. Louis died. Hello? Did I crash? Did he crash? We all crashed. Ah, damn. Hello? Sapo out here saying she loves foreplay. I don't know what that means. Did I crash? Oh, God. Hello? Who crashed? Rats. Let me call Louis. And then Louis fucked up. Somebody said typo. Did I crash? I don't even know. Yeah, damn. Where's Louis on WhatsApp? Louis. Louis. Let me call Louis. Okay, gotcha. I thought I crashed. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah, Louis went to shit. Anyway, man. Yeah, if I had $1 trillion, I'd be living in peace, bro. For real. Like having my own island, or not an island, and maybe buy like a huge piece of acres of land close to the mountains, far away from the city, having my own electrical grid backed up with generators and maybe solar panels,
Okay,
having my own,
right. So
having my own.
the problem
Yeah, go ahead.
was I don't know why the audio was in the camera audio. It wasn't on the Blue Yeti. That's why you couldn't hear me. And I was like, wait, why isn't my Blue Yeti working? Now I got it fixed though. Damn it! This thing just flips off everything. Louis got raided by the feds. Oh, why would the feds raid me though? If it's quiet, it means Louis crashed.
Yeah, because you were talking, you didn't want to talk about the pigs. That's why.
No, the pigs won't. I mean, if you let them loose, yeah, of course, but you're not gonna let pigs loose. It's just like goats. If you get let goats loose in anywhere,
Yeah, fuck.
goats,
Yeah.
goats
They
eat
destroy everything. They eat everything.
Mm-hmm.
They could possibly eat everything. But here's my thing, though. Again, if I have an island, even Epstein in his island had a small island. It wasn't a huge island. Now imagine letting a bunch of pigs running around in that shit. That's not good for the ecosystem. So if I had an island, I would have chickens though. I will have a piece of land and make them a nice house, outside house, so I can have unlimited eggs and chickens. Yeah, I would like to be a chicken farmer. That would be chicken farmer. Maybe a few,
You don't know how complex.
one or
that
two
is.
cows.
Being a chicken farmer's hard.
I know.
Being a chicken farmer's hard. Yep. The podcast has been required by PS. Welcome to the family. What, PlayStation? Ah, hell no. That's never gonna happen. I mean,
No,
that's.
I'll say that. Go ahead.
I mean, look, Chad. I know something about this though. I always told you guys this that like if a company wants to sponsor Louis, like for example, say Xbox, say PlayStation, say whatever. I mean, we have to sit down and talk the rules because one thing is I like to be clear on stuff, right? I like to be honest and stuff. I don't like to be one of those guys that sister because I'm a PlayStation show and be like, oh, PlayStation is the best place to play. Oh, you know, I love PlayStation. No, nothing like that. No. I don't want to be those dudes though. No. I don't want to be like that. Even though they can give me codes, I want to be honest with the games too. I don't want to be like that. Speaking about codes and everything, Joey, did you play Halo or not? Or you're just gonna wait till it lands?
No, I'm gonna wait until it ends.
Okay. When's the landing
Because-
though?
Like taking a few days. Like, dude, how many times am I gonna play Halo 1? For real. Like,
It's
honest.
hard-
How many times am I gonna play Halo 1?
Really?
I think my enthusiasm would have changed if it would have been a remake of 3, for example. Because that thing hasn't been remade at all. Hasn't been touched. Or if you
wasn't
want
it,
to or the one that I actually want to see is Halo Reach. I want to see Halo Reach.
But wasn't that remade in the Master Chief Collection though?
Nope.
It wasn't. Oh shoot.
I mean, it has the 4K textures and better frame rate, but it's the exact same graphics. You look at it, you're like, yeah, these graphics didn't age well. They just sharp.
shoot.
That's all.
Uh-oh. Shoot. Oh, damn. Here we go again with the drill. Yeah, let's go drill the hole up there. Oh, today.
The Louis
I'm
crash
here.
again?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. But I think we covered everything up today. I mean, there's not that much to talk about. I mean, we covered all the news today. We talked about how PlayStation, the Blackout is about to come and how they're gonna go on together and go ahead and fight this.
I mean, it's
What else?
unfortunate that there's an outage right now that we can't play games because I have a bunch of Age of Empires DLC that I bought.
You bought a bunch of the
Yeah,
Age of Empires DLC?
Yeah, and unfortunate it's
Like who?
can't play it.
Who in the blue hell is causing all these outages though?
Now that you say that, and I was thinking it a few seconds ago, like
Huh.
Xbox got dropped the day Halo came out. Didn't last long, but it was like at least a few hours.
Yeah, a few hours.
And
Yeah.
PlayStation the next day got dropped for for at least 8 hours.
Yeah.
Now you got this on Xbox. It's like it doesn't seem like an accident anymore. It seems like it's on purpose.
Yeah, it seems like there's an issue happening out there. I know that for a
Yeah,
fact,
it
though.
seems like they're purposely being attacked.
Yeah, something's going on though. Something's going on. I mean, PlayStation got torn down the other day into bits and pieces. I mean, literally it was 8 hours long, wasn't it? 8 hours long,
Something like that.
something like that. But that's the thing though. Like, something's happening though, because at first it was Xbox with Halo Day. Then it was the next day was PlayStation. Now we're back to Xbox though. So it's kind of weird though. Something's going on. Something's going on, Joey. Something's happening though. But we will never know. We will never know. We will never know. So let's see. Now they're hacking PS4s. How to explain the beginner that they can hack their PS4 up to version 11.02 in 20 seconds without spending a single penny? Now they can hack the PS4, Joey.
Sure.
Good. I'm happy. We know discuss the gorgeous tactics LG has been used to force adware use PCs. Okay, what the heck is that about? So, Joey, I mean, anything else you guys want to mention to talk about, Joey?
I think it's a slow news week.
Slow news day. Yeah, it's been slow lately because, you know, all we've been getting is attacks on the Xbox, you know, like always.
Let's talk about drills, though. We can talk about drill brands and things like that. By the way, I got to change my drill. I'm the one that I have.
I'm being serious. I was starting to wonder, what are they doing up there, though? It's like they're literally making like a whole new room. They've been drilling all morning.
It's loud.
It is loud, right, chat? Is it bothering you, chat? If it is, tell me about it. But it's loud, though. It's like, and they don't stop, though. I think they did.
Yeah, Halo's gonna be played tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play Halo. To be honest, I don't know if I'm. Sorry, I'm just getting out of a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play it. I'm not gonna. Here's the thing, though. I love Halo. Play Halo again? Like, I wanted Halo 7. You know what I mean?
You want a Halo 7? Okay.
Yeah, I think, like, I wanted Halo 7. Or at least give me a remake that I actually wanted.
Yeah, that's the thing that got to me, though. Like, should I go through this again? Even though it got a better graphics and everything? I'm starting to think they're trying to drill a hole down here to get to me or something. What do you think, chat? Because this... Yeah. Oh. It's about to stop, though. Oh. It looks amazing, Grace. Louis, I bet the gameplay is great, says Lug Big B. I mean, here's the thing, though, right? Big B, Halo's always been great gameplay, though. It's always been great gameplay. It's always been fun. You know, Halo's always fun. But the problem is that how many times are we going to get this one remade, though? And this one sounded like, okay, let's do this for a quick cash grab, or let's do this to get a Halo out for the 25th anniversary, though. That's what it feels like, though. And not only that, they also put it everywhere, which was right. You know, it's on every system, though. So, yeah. Kind of weird, though. What is Joey looking at? Joey's really concentrating today. What's happened, Joey? You're looking at something. You're about to say something.
No, I was reading something. No, I was reading something.
Okay. Oh, what are you reading, though? ¿Era de llegar a 1000 medallas?
Something that there's a construction on one of our highways, and they're gonna change the lanes. So they're gonna be closing some lanes from this time. I'm just reading that. That's it.
Are you gonna go out, though?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna take the highway.
Uh-oh. Can't wait to run over Big B Money and Halo. Oh, damn. I'm still thinking about getting the Steam Machine. I mean, if you want to get it, Safo, go for it. But what I would do is I'll go buy it used, though. Just wait a while and get it used. Don't buy it new, though. Buy it used, my friend. Buy it used.
Shuffle.
It's too expensive.
Yes, expensive, but if you have the means to pay it, and if it doesn't hurt your economy, if it doesn't hurt anything at all, and you want it and it makes you happy to buy it, do it. Never hold back to whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. That's what.
Because then you will regret it.
Mm-hmm. It's like me
Because
regretting.
problems, at the end of the day, problems will never go away. Happiness is not all the time. So when you get happiness, try to get it as soon as possible. Well, I'll say, hey, get it. If you can, get it. Now, I got to justify a new handheld when it comes to the house and explain that it didn't cost me a lot of money, because that's the first thing that Night Oils will do. She will check the price on Amazon and see how much it costs. And she's going to be, why this thing costs, did you buy it? No. Somebody sold it to me for cheap. I'll tell Robbie that to give me, I don't know, waste no respect.
So let's see though. Somebody said y'all can't buy an Xbox with your Microsoft reward points. Yeah, you can. Who said no?
Yes, you can.
I heard people bought it. I seen people buy a Series S with Microsoft points though.
Yeah, you need a lot of points, but yeah, you can.
Yeah, you need a good amount of points though to get it though. Since I bought a few refurbs on Craigslist, got a collector for $300. Buying a Steam Machine is like buying a Honda Civic for $150K. Oh man, you bay's a Steam Machine hater.
What I am seeing though, like the Steam Machine is a great machine for mid to low range gaming. If you want it for that, that's cool. The price is a little bit expensive for mid to low range gaming, but when you try to build a PC, that's exactly what you're going to be building with that money. A mid to low range game.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. So for the price is a little bit steep, but everything is steep right now. But if it makes you happy, go ahead and get it. If it makes you happy, go ahead and get it. I'm not gonna. I don't care when people say like, man, yes, I spend a lot of money, but it made me happy. Like, you know what? Fuck it. It made you happy. So go ahead and get it. You can stream. Oh my god, you're going with the streaming shit. You can stream your Xbox to the handheld, Joey. Yes, I can. I'm not gonna do that though. I am a person that likes to download the stuff on the handheld, which is funny. Whoever has an handheld right now, it doesn't matter if Xbox is down, it has offline mode, and you can play these games without the need of the internet. So if I had my handheld right now, it doesn't matter if Xbox is down, I could have been playing it. Because I game share and I can't put my console onto offline mode. I can't play these games right now, which sucks. Yeah, Steam Machine will be fine at $400. I think they were aiming. I think they kind of like hinted at. They were aiming to have a high end, like better memory and things like that for $700, and the lowest end around $500 to $400. That would be the best price in the world. But this RAM crisis. That's why I'm not saying no to the handheld, because I will never get a handheld for that price. Not even close. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, Robbie, I'm buying your handheld. You need it. You want the money. You have a kid. You're giving it way cheaper. Fuck it. I'm not going to say no. So, yes, you can. You can only get $150K through. So, no Xbox, but especially controllers points. Starfield's one. What? 150,000 points through. So, no Xbox. But I bought a special controller. Okay. I mean, I think I've seen people online say that they bought consoles with the points, but yeah.
So Steam Machine is a great machine. It's just overpriced. Yeah. FSR4 was given new life to handheld. Yes, you can. I only got 150K though, so no Xbox. But I bought special controllers with reward points, Starfield one and the new Doom one. Ah, sweet. Sooner or later, this corporation will figure out a standard price for all these consoles, and sure, it will be cheap. It won't be cheap ever again. Yep. That's gonna be the problem though.
The standard price for these consoles is going to be $999.99.
$9.99.
And
We're gonna trouble that.
unfortunately, even though the RAM crisis could go away, could,
Could. Question is if it
these
could.
companies are not going to think like, you know what? We want to make less money now. No, that's not going to happen. These prices are going to stay at $1,000. Besides, and I got to keep it real, I don't think they care selling these consoles at this price because they know this our generation. It's from Gen X to millennials. Well, I'm a millennial, even though I was born in the 80s. They don't care if we're the last generation that ever buys consoles because they know the Gen Z and Alpha doesn't care about a console. So they're like, you know what? These consoles are getting out of the door anyway. So this is the last generation or the last two generations that are coming. They sell these consoles at a high price. They know we're going to buy it. But when it comes to, I don't know, in 2040, there's not going to be a console. There's going to be something else. Because that's how this generation of kids grew up in. They're not going to care. They're really not going to care. And in my opinion, and I said this years ago in WBG, like I think the future's not a one console per house, is a screen in your pocket. So I think they want to sell you or handhelds. Like the next console is going to be super powerful handhelds that everybody has. You're not going to buy just one, like the Switch. Most households doesn't have one Switch, and every kid's plays with that one Switch. No, they buy 2 or 3 Switches because every kid wants one.
Exactly, yeah.
So they're like, most likely in the future, you're going to see how many Xboxes do you have in your house because one kid's wants one. If they want it, most likely the Xboxes are going to be apps and PlayStation are going to be apps on the phone and everything is going to be streamed. And you're not going to own anything and it's going to be terrible and horrible. And I don't like it, but I'm not the demographic no more. I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not the demographic.
Yeah.
Yes, the Helix is going to come out. The PS6 is going to come out. I can't assure you the PS7 or the Helix 2 or the Series X2 is going to come out. I can't assure you that.
We don't
I don't
know.
even know what's going to happen in the future. So, enjoy hardware while we can.
Yep. That's what we gotta do. Enjoy hardware while we can, though. Cause that's something I keep like telling myself. Are we gonna have like a? I mean, where are we going with these boxes though? Like for example, one thing I know for sure is that I'm seeing that if Xbox goes like the Helix way that we want to see it happen, right? The whole PC route thing. I mean, there's a box that can last years on end. But if it sticks to like console-wise, like the way it is, I mean, I don't know how long could that last though, because I don't know how long PlayStation's gonna last though. I know Nintendo's gonna last longer, but remember Nintendo went from having a hardware console, right? Now they went into having a console, right? Now they went to console slash what's it called? Handheld, which is a good thing, and they've been selling it like crazy. Now literally you're having a handheld that plays on TV, which is a nice thing though. But at the end though, it became a hybrid? It became a hybrid by having a console slash handheld into it. So I don't know what's gonna come up next. I seriously don't know what's gonna happen with this hardware stuff.
These companies are figuring out solutions to have
Yeah.
a lot of fidelity and effects and frame rates and things like that without the need of hardware. What do you think PSSR and DLSS is for? Like they're figuring out ways, software-wise, to make these things work without the need of the hardware.
That's
So
what they
eventually
want.
they're gonna figure it out. Like, listen, hardware is cheap, but you don't need to worry. The game runs at 144p, but thanks to DLSS 8, this thing looks like it's running at 8K, 300 frames per second because of a software solution, not a hardware solution. And then they're going to say, you know what, you don't need the hardware. All you need is the software so you can just stream these games to your TV. That's going to happen. They don't want you to own anything. That is the truth. And it sucks. But we can't, then that's this generation that is going to accept that. And they're going to go by that. When things go down and servers go down and they can't play none of these games, I have a feeling they won't even complain about it. But they're like, I can't play anyway. Who gives a shit? I'm gonna look at TikTok. It's like their attention span is so fucked up that I don't even know if they care. I don't know what they care about. Besides, food and be entertained. I don't know what this new generation even cares about, bro. And it's gonna be a fucked up situation for them because they're growing up in a world where AI is probably gonna take their jobs too. So I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So all we can do is vote with our wallets. But casuals don't give a damn. They'll buy whatever they want. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. That's why I'm going to turn into a trillionaire and live in an island.
Jerry's solution to problems: live in an island. So that way he doesn't see nothing with AI, though. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yeah, but it's like what I said, though. Like, we don't know how the future is going to be when it comes down to this stuff. Like it's getting... I mean, chat. 20 years ago, discs were important. Nowadays, it's like, nope, it's not. And kind of funny, though, Microsoft was right.
No, they're not right. I can't say that, they're right. No, they weren't right. They were pushing this agenda. They're the ones making this happen.
What, a digital thing?
Yeah. If they didn't push it or care for it...
I wouldn't say they were pushing. I think that was gonna happen either way, though, without them pushing.
Louis, if I tell you, Louis, you're gonna break your leg. You're gonna break your leg. You know, no, I'm not gonna break my leg. I'm telling you, you're gonna break your leg. But I'm behind you, kicking your leg every day until you break it. And when it breaks, I think I told you you're gonna break your leg because I'm making it happen.
I'm about to go grab my gun and shoot you. What do you mean? We're gonna break my leg, Joe? Not like that.
Well, I get the shotgun, but my point is, I'm provoking you to break your leg. I'm professing it.
But
Xbox has been professing this shit. Of course they are, because they're pushing the agenda.
But I think, Joey, this agenda was gonna happen either way, without Xbox pushing it or not, though.
I don't think.
Yeah, I do think so. I do. Because here,
Sony PS3, when PS3 came out. No online, no achievements, no gamer tags, nothing.
I know that. Yeah.
Xbox pushed this future.
The online agenda thing? Yeah, of course. Online multiplayer and stuff. Yeah, they did. But let me see,
They pushed it.
But it wasn't. But here's the funny part. This is not a PlayStation and Xbox thing. It started in 2003 with Steam, though. Steam was the one who started with
not even Steam. Online gaming has been a thing since the 90s, bro.
Who started? Oh, I know. Who started the online? No, online gaming is one thing.
On PC, PC has been playing online for decades. Like that's. Well, this whole digital thing, Xbox pushed this.
No, it wasn't Xbox though. No.
Who pushed it?
It was Steam who started with it. It was Steam and Valve who started with it in 2003.
I'm talking about consoles.
Oh, of course. I mean, consoles, then it went down to consoles. But, the whole online thing, though, was, like, the digital purchase was from Steam. And then Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 started to adopt the digital store stuff. Because it all started with Steam. It was in 2003, though. Those were pretty much the ones who started, though.
And you're right, Juve. SNES had an art. I remember that thing that... you play certain games online in certain times because the satellite was passing by and you had to download the game. And Nintendo broadcast something called... Even fucking Sega had that thing too in the Genesis time.
Wait, what?
The Sega channel, yeah.
Hey, what? Nintendo had something like that?
Yeah, Nintendo and Sega had a thing that you could play things online. You put a cartridge in and you could play certain games at certain times. On Nintendo at least, because you had to wait till the satellite pass you by. It sent a signal, and you were kind of playing a video game with a narrator in the thing. And it was crazy. You can look for. I'll send you a link for that shit. It was crazy. I mean, they were testing technologies that you can't fault technology manufacturers and things like that to test new things. But if Xbox would have said no, we're never gonna go away from digital and we're gonna push for disc, Nothing's going to happen. PlayStation would have stayed the same. These companies don't profess anything when they're creating this future. They want to make this future. It's not professing things. It's like, oh, I think in the future there's no more hardware. Of course, there's not going to be any hardware because that's what they want to do. They want to take away hardware from your hands.
They want to take the
It's
hardware.
not a professing thing. They're pushing for that shit.
Because the thing is, here's the thing that I always tell people about these companies, though. They're looking for ways to make more and more and more and more money. And taking hardware away, like, for example, that takes away, what's it called? Distribution from the console. Place marketing for the console.
R&D. R&D is expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking that away immediately. No more research and development.
Exactly.
No more people being hired to build these dev kits or things like that to see how it works. No more engineers, no more electrical engineers, no more none of that shit. No computer engineers, nothing. Just a signal via the cloud.
Via the cloud. Joey loves the cloud.
Fuck the cloud.
You realize PC companies are going to start pushing cloud PCs, yeah?
Yeah.
Of course they are. I mean, they're doing it with GeForce Now for years. GeForce Now has been growing bigger. Remember GeForce Now? GeForce Now has been out there for years now. They've been doing that cloud thing first.
And now you can play only for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this future.
You hate this future?
That's why I'm gonna start pirating everything.
Uh-oh. Joey's gonna become a pirate, guys. Oh no. Joey's gonna become a pirate.
What are they gonna do with me?
Nothing.
Put me in jail? No.
If you sell it,
Because I'm not selling it.
Exactly.
I'm using it for educational purposes.
For educational purposes only.
I just want to test if I'm entertained more if things are for free or if I pay for them. I just want to test that out.
You want to test that out? Well, I'll tell you this much though. Once you just like here's the thing about going emulation though. This is why I don't want to fall for that. Like I try to keep away as much as I can though. Because can you imagine that if I can go emulation, right? With all these games, like all the arcade beat 'em up games, you won't see me for days. I mean, I'll be lost.
Do it. What are we waiting for?
I'm gonna be playing Alien vs Predator the arcade game, Punisher the arcade game, Marvel X the arcade.
Yes.
The arcade.
Do it. Let's crash the gaming industry on purpose.
Let's crash on purpose.
Not these fuckers with bad decisions, but us by not buying shit until they bend the knee to what we want.
Computers will return to a time to mainframe services. Now they can call it cloud computing. There's no difference. People are now being so dumb. Terminals that correct to servers and mainframes. Yep. 100% correct. Of course, these companies towards the future.
The dummy computers that I have at work. The dummy computers that I have at work is a small, tiny thing. I connect to a fucking server, and I have my own computer in the server. With everything, is exactly like I've been working.
Why do you guys think there's a Xbox Game Pass? Why do you guys think there's a PS Plus? Why do you guys think all that stuff? Why do you guys think that those things exist though? Why do you think they exist though? I mean, right now nowadays the consumers are being more we're being more educated not to buy not to buy as we used to though. Because I remember back in the day I used to buy day one games. Now I'm like, oh, it's out, okay. Am I in a rush? No, I'm playing this. I'll wait a while. That's right now. That's the way we're starting to think these days, and it's been like that for quite some time. And Steam showed us that too. Like Steam, a game comes out, you wait a month, and all of a sudden it's on sale, and all you gotta do is add it to the wish list, and the call be like, "Hey, I'm on sale. Come buy me." And if you see it for $30, you're like, "Well, from 70 to 30, I'm picking this up." That's what you're gonna do. That's what I've been doing these days. I mean, it got us to that, and that's why there's in the Game Pass, because they see that people go into more services than anything. That's why there's a PS Plus, that people go to services and everything too. They download all this stuff.
Sinners, that's exactly what I log. I log into Think Client, and not only that, I gotta log into Microsoft Citrix. I log into that shit, boom, I got my computer right there with all my apps and all my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And the computer, literally, the computer that I have that I work on It's smaller than my Series. It's like a Series S, and it's smaller than that. It doesn't weigh anything. It barely has like 5 gigs of memory because it only needs a few apps to open the fucking thing, and that's it. I only log into that shit, and then boom, 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 everything pops up, and I have everything there. Of course, when that shit falls, when it crashes, it's not my computer's fault. It's the server's fault. So we got a WhatsApp group like, hey, we crashed, whatever, and then we're back and whatever. But it's like, but that's work though, right? That's everything is locked. Everything is streamlined for a purpose.
Yep.
But if it's personal computing, I don't need. Look, I really hate the idea that I need everything to be online to abuse something. That is so stupid to me. That is so stupid to me, man. Like, why, if I have all the photos, all the videos, all the stuff, why do I need to be online to run the program to edit a video?
Yep.
If it's already installed in the computer and I have all the materials I need, why do I need to be online? Age of Empires right now, which I want to play, is fully installed on my Xbox. So there's a level of security that I already passed. If I download it on my console, that means I own the game.
Yep.
Meaning that it doesn't need an online connection to see if it can play on the box. But no, it's tied to that shit. Why? I will never understand fucking why. And if they give me a reason, I will still don't care.
Exactly.
Because the box is there, the game is installed, I have electricity, I have a screen, I'm ready to go. Why do I need online if I'm gonna play DLC campaigns? Which are already installed. I don't understand that. I will never understand. So fuck it.
Analysts predict that the sub 500 entry level PC market will completely disappear by 2028. It's already disappeared. Look, just like the sub $500 console. Yep. All that stuff has disappeared though. I mean, it's getting crazy, Chad. It's getting
and
crazy.
The worst part is that people need computing in their lives for their day-to-day lives. And if people see, okay, I don't need to buy a $700, $500 computer no more. I can just subscribe to this on the cheap. That's fine by me. You know, there's a lot of people who are gonna look at it that way.
Yep.
Not knowing that is so terrible.
It sucks. It sucks. Yep.
I don't know what am I talking about, sinners, but I'm just saying, why can I not play that, bro? I have everything here right now. Like, I'm ready to go, bitches.
And
It's
now
like having the girl. It's like having the girl in front of you. She's ready to go, but you can't fuck her. Why not? I got no data on the phone, but you're in front of me. Let's go. No, you can't. Why? I got no internet. I can't text. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, Joey. I mean, Joey. It's a bad situation out here, Joey. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Like, I seriously, it's annoying that it goes offline. You know, especially during, you know, a moment that you're like sitting here at home. That you're like, okay, you know, after this show, I'm gonna play a couple games before I head out or do something. When I come back home, though, you know, I want to be able to play games, and it's down. You're like, what the hell? I can't play nothing. I gotta wait. You know. That sucks.
Fucking pisses me off. That's what it is.
Yep, of course. That's why I got backup, Joey. My backup is my Super Nintendo Mini. And we're back to drilling.
I don't have that backup. However, when I get the handheld, I'll have that backup.
You'll have that backup, and Joe's gonna be imbalating, having fun. Playing all these old games from Xbox 360, OG Xbox, and what else was it? Yeah. Death Stranding has reached over 27 million players worldwide. Sweet. Congrats to Death Stranding, finally. Ugh. Let's see though, what else is out here? Oh. Let's see. They know they need PS5 to last longer. Well, that's not even gonna last even long now because right now they're emulating the PS5 on PC. They're emulating it. And it looks better than what it does on PlayStation 5. It does. No joke. It does. I mean, people are doing that now.
Anyway.
It
Really,
does.
there's nothing. We've been talking shit. There's nothing to talk about. I think we can close the show.
Yeah, let's just get on out of here so I can go eat and do several things. So chat, listen up. It's time for us to go. I mean, chat has been a fun conversation. Thank you all, like always, hanging out with us here. But chat, before you guys go and we all go, tell us what you've all been playing, chat. What you've all been playing, chat. There isn't that much news to carry though. It's just like, eh.
What do you mean they've been playing? They can't play anything. Everything is down.
Well, I mean, they played over the weekend though, Joey. I mean, shoot, and they played on Friday though.
That was the weekend. I'm talking about now. No.
Nah, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I'm almost, I don't know what, how far am I to finish the game though? But I've been having fun with that. Ooh.
It's the best Assassin's Creed. Or it's not.
It is the best Assassin's Creed, no joke. For me, it is. It's the best Assassin's Creed in the world. I love it. I'm having way too much fun with that. Way too much fun. No Man's Sky as always? Really? Wow. I'm not playing anything Xbox Download. I can't even play RDR2 that I own. Oh, man. But there is a way, though, that you can, what's it called? That
No.
offline
mode?
Yeah, there's offline mode. Is offline mode?
Yeah, I could play offline mode. However, I game share with my son's Series S. So I can't put offline mode up because I disconnect the thing. So it's like... And I know I could do offline mode right now and then go to his console later and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm too like pissed off to do that shit. Because I gotta do some hoops just to play a video game? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll probably do that. And it probably won't work.
Yeah,
because I need to connect.
You need to connect. In order for that to work, you need to connect online so it can go offline. I'm playing online right now with Arc Raiders. Even the outage warning. Farke is playing Outriders. There you go.
Well, that's the thing, though. It says that you can play online, but games are not launching. I can't launch. You know what? Let me see. Something.
I'm turning it on.
I swear to God. I swear to God. If Fortnite launch, no, Halo Infinite.
What happens if Fortnite launches? We're gonna be happy. You can play Fortnite, Leo. You love Fortnite.
Fuck that shit.
Hey, you love it. Come on, man. You love Fortnite. Yeah, you do. You're a Fortnite fan. You are.
Halo Infinite can be played online and I can't launch it. Try later.
Let's see. I'm gonna go right now. Let me go see if I can
What
launch
else?
Arc Raider. Okay. Oh, you gotta watch. Oh,
Forza Horizon 6. No. All right. So what else?
Okay,
Age of Empires already tested it a morning ago. I can't play it.
No.
Where's Fortnite? Fucking shit.
So let's see though. Where is Arc Raiders? It's been a while since I played Arc Raiders. Watch this update. You cannot launch the
Suck my dick. You can play Fortnite?
Play it, Joey.
Can't play Forza. Can't play Halo. Can't play Age of Empires. Can't play Balatro, but you can play fucking Fortnite. Get the fuck.
Damn it. Well, you can update games though. I'm updating Arc Raiders right now.
Look at this shit.
It's
I can actually play. I am logging into fucking Fortnite. I am done. I am done with this shit. Like, this fucking future, man. I hate it.
Joey, I'm installing Arc Raiders right now. The update I can play with FarQ later on. Man, FarQ's been a while since I played Arc Raiders. So I love
turning off this shit. I can play Fortnite. Fuck that.
Well, play Fortnite.
No.
Go in and buy yourself a nice little.
I want to play a real-time strategy game that takes skill, thought, strategy, aggressiveness, speed, and intelligence. Not that dumb shit called Fortnite.
But okay, but no. Before that, you gotta use. You have aggressiveness. You gotta have strategy in order to win the matches. You gotta have speed and all that stuff. Because if you're just slow, they'll shoot you down.
Yeah, but not a train of thought. Fuck that.
Oh man. But hey, for me, our creators is installing though, so that's incredible. Like everything else works
You know,
except for your own games though. Damn.
it is stupid.
Yeah, it just happens. It's called shit happens. So let's see. Report an outage. Store subscriptions, gaming, and so online safety is on. Friends and social activities. Sharing
So you're telling me online games full? They protected that shit. That is so hilarious. They protected the games that make money. The games that you can launch right now are the games that are making money.
But wait a minute, but wait. Age of Empires that's online though. Weird. Age of Empires is online though, Joey, doesn't it?
I don't care. Yes, it does, but I'm not playing to those people. Look, I play Age of Empires. I'm not a good Age of Empires gamer. All right, I'm not a professional. These fuckers who play online. I tried it once. Oh my fucking god! I'm like, god damn. I was destroyed. It wasn't even funny.
Oh, wasn't even funny. Oh, poor Joey. Joey got destroyed. No, Joey, no. I got one game we can play. We can play Castle Crashers.
Hey, Louis, cut the show already.
Launch, not learned. Launch. What's going on today? Whoa, Xbox is down. That's what's going on. There's an outage and they're trying to fix it. Which she'll probably be fixing like an hour or two, something like that. Tops. So yeah, only issue I've had in the outage, I tried launching Black Ops 2, the game would work, but my profile 360 wouldn't download. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, NVIDIA down more than 5%. No! Get up, NVIDIA, get up! But chat, thank y'all for hanging out with us today. Thank y'all for super chats. Thank y'all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. That's seriously, chat. You guys are the best. So chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Monday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Sabro the Big Plume and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, and Vibe They Don't, Expand Espanol with Elvis Elecita Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal over there on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on top of what's happening in the gaming news world. Chat, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.